What's up, David?
Hey, Joe.
We'll be
Hey,
having
I just want to put it out right there.
nice.
DFC.
We'll be having a special guest tonight.
We got a special guest.
We're just waiting for him to sign on, and we could get that
He's gonna
started.
sign on and join us on this. What is it? Saturday today?
Saturday night. Let's see,
Saturday night.
11:51 my time.
9:51, 9:52.
Yeah, you guys are lucky. You have more time.
We got more time. We got to. Yeah.
Now, do you sleep early when you're home? Are you catching up on rest?
I try to.
Mhm.
I try to. It all depends how I slept on the road.
Mhm.
I got home this morning about 2 a.m. I woke about 7. Said hi to, went upstairs, and I didn't go upstairs so I don't wake up my wife. Let her sleep, and then
Yeah.
I'll see her in the morning. Had my coffee, went up there. We were supposed to have a little date night today, but she was let's just hang out at the house, and
Mhm.
we did that,
Nice.
and just I hung out with the kids a little bit. Tomorrow I'm gonna take them for some batting practice.
Cool.
Yeah,
They both
and
like it, the batting.
oh, they love
They're both into it.
baseball. They love baseball. Yeah. David's season just finished.
David is junior, right? He's the oldest.
Yeah, he's a third.
Oh, okay, the third. All right.
Yeah.
But do you call him junior or David?
No, David.
Just David. All right.
Yeah.
How do you know? If you call him something else.
So what concert were you at last night? I liked your pictures. I just didn't see where you were at.
The Tame Impala.
Tim Impala?
Yeah.
Oh, Tame Impala.
Tame.
Okay.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
It's pretty much one guy, but when he tours, he has a whole band, they're all his friends that they have their own band themselves
Hmm.
that he's not a part of. He works alone, but he can't do all the instruments when he's performing. So it
Right.
was a good show. I liked him better the
Was it?
first time I saw him about 2-3 years ago. It was a lot better because it was outdoors
Yeah.
too. So he kind of had, but it was packed. They broke a record for the Moody Center, which
Nice.
security was telling us too, because he said, "Yeah, we never seen it like this." The line was
Wow.
freaking huge, but I was there about almost 3 hours before the band came out. So luckily for me,
Hmm.
but no, it was a good show. We
That's
all
good.
went, and
So hey,
What's up,
Carlos,
guys? How's it going?
Dodger Blue.
Yes, what's up, bro? Champion.
Nice.
how
What's
you
up,
been,
guys? How
Carlos?
are you guys?
Long time no see, brother.
Hey,
You doing
likewise,
good, man?
man. Good to see you, man.
Good,
The
man.
myth, the legend,
Yeah, the man, the
Carlos.
myth, the legend.
He's
That's Carlos.
alive.
Hey, I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell where I'm at, Carlos. Does this look
Let me put the
familiar?
glasses back on, my brother, because, yeah, it's about that time,
All right.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I see you're inside a car. It looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the 65 Mustang? That's the 65
That's
or
a
what?
Mustang. This is my podcast vehicle.
Oh,
See?
damn. That's cool. Yeah,
Check out the wheels.
What?
You see the wheels?
That's an upgrade with the white walls. Beautiful.
Yeah. With the white walls, the GT wheels, they took it for a spin today.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, man. How's it going?
It's going good.
It's nice of you to join us.
Birthday
Yeah.
party.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Remind me to send you some of these stickers.
Oh yeah, man, definitely. Those are
David,
memorabilia.
Frankie, and Chael.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just hey,
Vice
Carlos,
President.
just so you know, you're always invited to be the fourth Beatle, bro. Whenever you just tell us and you're in, bro. So I don't know
yeah.
what your schedule is, but you're always invited to this.
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah,
Yeah, it's all
appreciate
about
it.
our cool stories growing up.
Yeah.
We could
Oh,
add
It's all
another.
about
that's
our
cool.
stories.
We could add another C to the sticker, so that's not a problem.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
We just gotta make sure that it's PG,
Yeah.
because our kids and our wives listen in sometimes. So
No. Yeah, I
know?
hear you. No, definitely. Yeah, it's always rated right with us, right? So
yeah.
Yeah,
You look
how's
young,
you been?
bro.
How you
Yeah,
been,
like
Gerald? Good
Benjamin
to see you, man.
Buttons.
Yeah, Benjamin.
I'm good. I'm in Texas now. I've been here for. That's you. That's
Yeah,
because you look young, you know. Yeah, I've been
nice,
in Texas for about 22 years already,
nice.
and
Yeah, half a
love it
lifetime,
out
huh?
here, bro. Love
That's
it.
good. Good to see you're
Yeah,
doing
it's a
well,
long
man.
time.
Nice studio you got.
Yeah,
Is that
thank you.
bamboo
Appreciate
or
it, man.
what? What is that?
No, I don't even know what kind of wood it is, to be honest, but
Oh, okay.
it looks good. I just put it on. I just had the wall before, and
Oh,
David's
okay.
been
Yeah.
seeing it, so he sees it, and
Yeah,
some
nice,
Yeah.
little
nice.
improvements here and there.
Yeah,
This is gonna be mine.
that's a good
You see,
backdrop.
I got the Holyfield versus Tyson poster,
Yeah.
De La Hoya with Vargas. So I'm gonna set that up. I just gotta move the golf cart out of the way and put our banner and with time, everything
Yes.
will
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Little one step at a
come
time, right?
along.
That's what we got taught.
So we've been getting requests, as Chell was telling me, we've been getting
Mhm.
requests for your side of the story
Yeah,
Okay.
they want to
with
know.
what happened in Rosarito one time.
In that same car you're at right there.
In this same car. So I was telling Chell what the way I remember it
Yeah.
is we went to Rosarito like the way we used to for a lot of holidays, our holidays, which is 4th of July, Memorial, Labor Day.
Oh yeah.
We would go south of the border,
Uh-huh.
papas and beer, all those back in the
All the
day.
good spots.
We
Yeah.
I,
They're
I
still
remember
going on.
parking. Yeah,
Papas and beer still alive. It's still cracks, I heard. So I was there with my in-laws now, with my
yeah.
kids even. I was having a beer there, but it wasn't nighttime. It was daytime. And I
Oh,
do remember
nice,
that incident.
nice.
That
It
every
was a
time I
bit
go
different.
there, I remember that incident. When we got pulled and when we were
Yeah,
parked. We were parked and yeah, and then we got a little surprise from some Mexican folks out there. Very nice people. I mean, they came up to
yeah.
our car and yeah, they started questioning us and roughing and what do you say now? What do the kids call it now? They're what do you say, guys, when somebody's roughing you up? What's the code? Look at my kids over there.
Pressing you.
Yeah. But yeah. Say hi, guys.
I think they call it pressing, no?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Say hi, Carlos. Those are my two lovely kids there.
What's up,
Hey, boys.
Carlos
That's the third right
and
there.
Aiden
Aiden.
and Brianna?
And Brianna's outside in a jumper right now. Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. Get them tired. Get them
Y-
tired.
Yeah. So what do you
So
want
the
to?
way I remember it is I remember guns to our heads
Oh yeah.
was and they call it a 30-30,
30
which is a
30.
30-30, their code.
I think that code was because
Yeah.
we had I believe some recreational stuff on board and
The wacky
yeah,
tobacco.
Tobacco.
it's a little tobacco,
Yeah.
a little color, little slight difference in the
Yeah.
color, but yeah, same deal. But
Yeah.
yeah, then they busted out with that
And
code 30-30, guns drawn
yeah,
to the head,
yeah.
and we're like, whoa,
Yeah.
who are these guys? You know what I
Whoa,
mean?
whoa, whoa.
Are these guys like
Yeah.
real costumes?
It
They
didn't
were like
matter.
they were in fucking regular Levi's or whatever, 501s, whatever.
Oh man.
Yep. Yeah.
So
But they had guns. That's all
that's
that
the main
mattered.
thing, yeah. And they sounded like cops, that's for sure. So sure, give us a startle that
They
day.
were on the radios.
Yeah, they had radios, huh? They sure did.
I remember they had the radios,
Yeah.
but nobody answered back though. That's a thing.
Yeah.
They didn't even have them on.
I don't even think they are. I don't
So
even think
I know they were
worked.
trying to shake us down for some money.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was just
No,
regulars
they shook
around
us
there.
down. They definitely shook us down.
They shook
Yeah.
us down. It was probably just residents
Yeah,
that live
so
around the neighborhood. I wouldn't doubt they were hanging out right there, probably around the block, and they heard us, or who knows what it was. But anyways, they came out of nowhere. These guys, they didn't pull
yeah,
up in no car. They were walking. They,
out of nowhere.
out of nowhere, just came up and then
Yeah,
pretty much took us for a
exactly.
ride, bro. You know what I mean? We're young.
Mhm.
We don't know how to,
Yeah.
defend yourselves. And when you have guns, what could you do? I mean, you have a
Mhm.
gun to your head. It's very,
Yeah.
difficult to. You just got to go with the motion, man. Just let God take over, and in that instance,
Yeah.
yeah, we got pulled out, and then next thing you know, they seen, okay, yeah, you got you got a knife and this and that. What else do you have? I'm like, okay, man. Well, well,
And the
that's all we have, dude. That's it.
how
That
much money? How much
and
money do we have
oh
also?
yeah, how much money exactly? And I think we were, I mean,
Yeah.
we were like what 20 something. How much money could we have in our pockets? But back then, you're making what, maybe like $6 an hour. That was minimum wage back then. So we didn't have much, but a couple of bills, maybe at the most, week's pay. It was a Friday or Saturday, I believe. So what we couldn't have
Yeah.
much. So and yeah, I think they took about $80, didn't they? 60 maybe, something like
It
that,
was
David?
60, but
60
if
bucks,
I
okay.
if you remember, we stashed money though. We talked
Yeah,
about that
we
because
talked
we
yeah,
stashed
exactly.
money, and then yeah, we stashed money in our socks, and then we had the money, the regular money in the wallet.
Yeah.
And we talked about that, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we still had money to get back home
Oh
and
yeah,
party over
definitely.
there.
Dude,
But they took $60 and my knife.
oh yeah, they took that.
It was a
Yeah.
very nice knife with the dragon on the handle.
Yeah, it was.
And talking about, oh, you can't have this here. This is not the U.S. You can't have a knife
When it was sold
in
there,
Mexico,
probably.
and that's another thing. It was a cheap knife. Yeah, I got it like for $5 or something. It was a China, but it was a nice knife.
It was
Yeah, it
your
was.
knife.
Yeah, but nothing happened. Thank
No,
God.
no, nothing happened. You know what I think
So
the deal?
wanna say
What
how it
broke the
happened?
ice was what broke the ice was the fact that this guy was, I felt it on my backside, searching me up, and he starts patting me on my behind. I'm like, okay, all right. He got me a little soft right there, and I was like, okay, well, let it rip, you know. Let it go.
He let it
And
rip.
it was a
He was
silent, it was
mad.
a
He
silent
was
but
mad.
deadly. It was a silent but deadly. And I knew it was, and I'm gonna let this guy
It
have it
was
because he
it was
he
horrible.
deserves it. He deserves it. That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, okay, this guy deserves it. He's roughing
Yeah.
us up for money. He's coming out of nowhere in regular clothes. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Something that's normal, organic. You know? What's more beautiful than that? Let it rip, guys. Let it rip. And sure enough, that thing was
Yeah.
probably one of the stinkiest ones I've ever done in my life. And so be it. He
Yeah.
deserved it. But yeah, that got him off of our back,
I
didn't it?
believe we all.
Yeah, that got him off of
I
our
believe
back.
we all
Dude.
got a whiff.
Yeah, we all. Oh yeah, and you guys
Well,
were like
he
10 feet
asked.
away.
He questioned. He questioned. Te estás cagando, cabrón.
Sí, señor.
And then I remember them talking.
Yeah.
They started talking like they want to kick our asses.
Oh
And I
damn.
remember I looked at you and I was like, go along with it. Like, hey, he gets nervous. He gets nervous. Se pone nervioso. That's what I told him. And then he asked, te pone nervioso, cabrón.
Yeah.
Sí, señor.
Sí, señor. That's all I would say. Sí,
And it was
señor.
a good thing. It was,
Sí,
yeah.
señor. Sí, señor.
Yeah, so,
respect. That's all you got. You know what I mean? Just,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
respect the law if it is
Yeah.
or it's not. I mean, when you got a gun in your head, you're gonna fucking. I'm sorry. You're gonna. Sorry about that, guys. You're gonna,
You're
try
good.
to do
You're
whatever
good.
you
You're good.
can. Yeah, you gotta try whatever you can to get the heat off of you, and yeah. So
One way or
go
another.
along with the script. Go along with the script.
Yeah.
And it sure worked
Yeah.
out for us. Thank God.
So
We're still
I
here.
wish we could get a hold of the guy.
Oh my God.
I wish we
yeah.
could still get a hold of that officer and get his point of view.
Oh no, that'd be nice.
Point of view.
Yeah. So
Give
yeah,
him
I
his
mean,
$60 back.
yeah, it kind of worked out though, right? Because right after that, they let us go. So it kind of like at the sense,
Yeah,
like
we
maybe
always
they
we
were
always
thinking-
had fun.
Yeah, it was always a good time with you guys, man, all the time, even with Chao and
Yeah.
and Frankie. Too bad he's not here to collaborate because
He should be joining us. He should be joining us
Yeah.
shortly.
yeah. All
He
right,
said
all
about
right.
12:40. He's gonna hop. Well, 10:40 your time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 40 more minutes.
All right, man. So
Yeah.
that's what I can remember.
So what you
from
been
that
up to,
incident.
Carlos? Just working?
Right on.
What's that?
Just working, Carlos? You're just working?
Yeah, that's it. Working and supporting, being a very supportive father and husband, and
Nice.
thank God, man, for
Sounds good.
the angels on our
Sounds good.
shoulders, man, that looked out for us when we were young. We got into so much stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
could have gone
But you
wrong,
know
and
what helped though?
sure.
Like I didn't
A lot
party
of
with you
experiences.
guys that much because I can't kind of came towards the end, in my opinion. But you guys, even you, Carlos, you were like one of the nicest guys I've ever met, and I think
Oh,
that
thanks,
goes a
man.
long way. You
Thank
know,
you, man.
you're always a likable person. So somebody with your personality, it goes a long way. So I'm
Thanks,
sure that
man.
helped out a lot.
No,
That's why as
definitely.
soon as I met you, so I met both of you at the same time. And I remember, oh man, I don't know about David, but Carlos, yeah, I like Carlos. David and me, I think we were too much alike.
Yeah,
But
thanks. Yeah,
Carlos,
yeah,
you
you
were
guys look
freaking
like
likable.
brothers.
So yeah,
Yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah, thanks for that, man. Yeah, I
yeah,
appreciate it,
we're
man.
very
Yeah, I
similar.
mean, I try to stay humble as much as I can, and that's the way I was taught. So, yeah, it's been working out for me. So,
Yeah. We're
it's
all lucky to be
a
here.
good
That's the way I
lesson.
look at it.
Like, be humble and just
Yeah.
enjoy life, and just don't be scared, guys. You got God on your side. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yes, sir.
I'm scary sometimes. So is David. I know David could be scary too. I've seen him be scary.
I think when you're younger, when we're younger, we think we are,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
There
then
was
you run into
no,
real scary people, or
but there was nothing that now.
or
Honestly,
you just
the older I'm getting, it feels scarier now. Like a lot of things that come into your mind, that's when you were 20 or whatever. You have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? It's like, you feel like Superman, like nothing's gonna happen,
Yeah,
whatever. I think all that really, and helped
Mhm.
throughout growing up and going through the hard knocks or whatever you call it nowadays. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely a blessing. We had a good path all the way.
we had a good
I
run.
agree.
Yeah, we had a good
Hmm.
run,
You
man,
know,
for sure.
we had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We had a lot of fun, a lot of experiences, and we're here to talk about them. And
I just
we're here to
wish I could
watch our
remember
kids and
half
say,
of
"Hey, I
them,
know what
man.
you're doing, boy."
I honestly, I wish I could remember half of them, David.
Well,
Yeah, it's hard to put it together right now, but
yeah,
especially at it's
they
been
got
what
they got
over 20
vitamins for
years.
that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ginkgo biloba,
Oh, yeah.
zinc, magnesium.
Start doing some
It's a trip because
one
we
of
start
those
giving each other
activities,
advice now.
brain
Yeah, I started
activities.
taking nitric oxide.
Oh
It's supposed to
man.
be good for the blood flow and all that.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. So,
Gerald's taking his vitamins right now.
oh
Just
yeah.
take antacids, man. That's what I do.
And
And,
baby aspirin every day.
and vitamin wild turkey.
Hey, salud. How is
I
that?
I had to
How is
drink
that, Charles?
this. I had to drink one of these.
Oh yeah.
It's good, I read about it in a magazine, so I started drinking it after that because I always thought of it as a cheap bourbon, but
Yeah.
it is cheap, but it's
It
not bad.
it does it, huh?
You know what? I'll
Is
drink
it
it.
sweet or it's dry?
Yeah,
Sweet.
I'll say it's sweet. Yeah, I won't
Yeah.
say it's dry at all. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
not bad, and for the price too, a big old bottle for about $30 or so. So can't
Do
beat
you
that.
live in a dry county where well, not dry, yeah, because some counties in Texas are dry, right? Not anymore.
I don't know if maybe a few, who knows where, but not around here. I live in between Austin and San Antonio, so I'm
Oh,
right in the
okay.
middle. It's San Marcos, the city.
The Marcos. Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
no, it's dude, it's like yeah, it's like it reminds me of shoot, almost like North Hollywood when I used to live out there back in the '90s.
All right.
And I'm real close to Austin, so it's not bad at all. It's pretty cool over here.
It's pretty
It didn't
live
take me
over
that
there,
long
huh?
to kind of get accustomed to it.
All right.
Pretty what?
Pretty liberal in Austin, right?
Oh, oh yeah, it is,
Austin is
but
like
not
the
as
more
bad as like yes, but not like San Francisco. It's not that bad.
no,
It's
yeah,
it's
no.
liberal for Texas, but not for California.
Yeah, no,
Not
I
for
hear you.
California.
Yeah, yeah, that's
See,
cool, man.
a liberal out here is probably a moderate in California.
No, I got you.
You know, it
Yeah,
is the
no, they
people
still
are
got a lot
different.
of
They are very
conservative.
different out here.
Okay.
Yeah, like even though you know being in law enforcement, like sometimes they'll say, "Hey, yes, sir," "No, sir." And you're not expecting that from like gangbangers and all that. You're expecting a middle finger or something.
Oh
But over
yeah,
here, very
yeah.
respectful too. So they still have that old school way.
As you should be. You know what I mean? You should be respectful to law and order, man, all the time, man. That's the way I've been, and then there
You
goes
got to
that
teach your
story that we're
kids.
that we're talking about,
Yeah,
right? The si senor, si senor, si
Yeah,
senor.
yeah.
It goes a long way.
No, but you know what? Honestly, you teach that to your kids, and you keep that going.
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
have respect for authority.
of course.
For the people that you're gonna call when you're in trouble, the first responders,
Yes, sir.
and that's what I see a lot of trouble. When
Yeah,
kids don't they flip off cops and man, dude, who's your
yeah,
dad? Your
nah,
dad's
nah.
telling you to do that, or are you seen him? And that's why we have a lot of
A lot of
issues.
yeah.
When was it when they wanted defund the
Yeah, all
police
the
and
division.
come on,
Yeah,
dude.
it's not cool, man. I don't like the fact that they wanted to do that out here. I want more. I want more. I want to see them more
Yeah.
out there. They're out there in spurts. You know what I mean? And I want to see them everywhere.
yeah.
And it's just, but
You
We
it's
know,
have a
the way it is
shortage.
now. Yeah,
We have a
yeah.
shortage of law enforcement.
That's because it's
yeah.
crazier nowadays, man.
Well, yeah.
Especially out
Now
here.
that I think now that we're all parents too, we kind of see things differently, and we want
Yeah,
safety for our children.
absolutely. Maturity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
start seeing the real badass
But you
are the
know
ones
what?
that
It
make
all
that
starts at
that
home, right?
respond when you need them.
Yeah, it all
Yeah,
starts
yeah,
at
exactly.
home,
That's what
guys.
it
It,
is.
it it starts at home with your parents and guiding you the right principles
Mhm.
and all that good stuff. If you don't have that, man, that's what's going on now. I don't know if these parents are too busy with life. I'm sure that's a factor. The fact that they got to work, they're probably hardly home, and all that affects. I believe
yeah.
in social media, all this new technology just gets. You see it all the time, and it makes it easy to do. I believe it's monkey see, monkey do. So,
It's
man,
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
we'll see, man. We'll see. I have a lot of hope for society. Hopefully, people will learn from
Yeah.
others people's mistakes and move forward. Yeah.
Hey, Carlos, do you remember what I used to call you back then?
Oh,
What name?
man.
What nickname I had for you? Do you remember?
Damn. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second to process. I'm still on the IBM 100.
All right.
Remember
It's
that
I'll
computer?
give you a
That thing,
hint. The
that thing came
NBA.
out like in the 95, dude. IBM 100 processor. what
Yeah. A hint
Wow.
is the NBA. That's the hint.
was it called? What's the hint?
The hint is NBA.
NBA.
Yeah. Do you remember
NBA.
what I used to call you?
Oh,
The first time I saw you, I was like, "Oh man!" Then I called you something. I used to call you
okay.
Jordan. I don't know if you remember that or not, because of your
Jordan?
height. How tall are you,
No,
Carlos? Yeah,
I'm,
that's what I used to
I'm
call you. Is Jordan.
Jordan. No, honestly, I
Are
don't.
are
I
you
don't
are you still
remember.
6'4"?
Yeah, I'm still
No,
6'4"
six.
with the
All right,
just
because I wasn't
curving.
sure you're 6'4" or like 6'6". I was trying to think. What was he? six
Well,
four or 6'6"? I just remember you were the tallest Mexican I
yeah,
ever seen.
I'm 6'4". This is a standard. This is a
6'4".
standard. I think it is a 7, maybe a 7 foot
Yeah.
entrance here to. So my
I
head's right
remember
there.
we went to the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. We went to
So
the park, and out of nowhere, I'm seeing you dunking all over the place. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't know this guy could dunk.
And he still
yeah.
has hair. He still has
Yeah,
hair. Look
yeah,
at that.
Uh,
yeah.
it's
Not
still
like
yeah,
us.
Lucky.
it's, it's still going now. A little
You still
salty.
got it. You still got it.
You got
Yeah,
it. You got it.
There you
it's
go.
a little thin, but right there,
You
a
can
little
still
back.
use gel.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
You're
good, man.
good. You're
I
good.
gotta put some
You're
aloe
good. You
vera.
got here. You got here, bro. You got here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Compared to you,
That's
David, I
funny.
guess. Yeah. Hey, Cho, I heard that. It's like when
Not
did
only
you start
that,
losing your hair, Cho? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was born in '76. No, I,
7'6".
I started losing it. I know it was a birth. Nah, probably around. Shoot, I want to say high school.
Yeah,
I,
right.
I started
when did
Skinny,
you
losing.
huh?
shave your head,
I
Joe?
I started shaving my head after I was hit by a truck. It cracked my head open.
Oh,
So that was
damn.
probably like in 96. I started shaving my head.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
okay. So when
When you
you
guys
were
met,
already shaving your head then.
yeah, I was already bald when you guys met me. David's,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I remember
Frankie was
you.
the only
Yeah,
one
he
that
has
saw me
short
with
hair all
hair.
the time. Uh huh.
Yeah,
You
Frankie.
said
Yeah,
a
Frankie
fade
saw me
though.
with hair because I met him when I was a sophomore. No, it was bald already, dude. When you guys met
Yeah.
me, I was bald already.
Oh,
Were
okay.
you?
Yeah. I yeah, because I shaved my head. I was at least 18 when I was shaving my head already. And you
Yeah.
guys probably met me maybe a year after that to 20 years old. So I'm about to be 49 now. So it was about 29 years since I saw Carlos for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was still seeing David, but Carlos was already doing his thing. I remember the
Yeah.
last time,
Oh yeah.
Carlos, you did a commercial for Power 106. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. That was a slogan for like 10
Yeah,
years.
the
I
radio,
guess it's
they
what.
came up to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that.
Yeah. Fat Joe. It was Fat
It
Joe
was
on the
David.
street.
Was
Power
well, David
106.
recorded one? Yeah, David recorded one, and then you did, but you did it like you said, blazing, all crazy, and
Yeah.
they loved it. And I
Yeah.
think
They
that's the one
loved
they
it.
ended up going with.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
You remember
recorded a
that
Power
show? Yeah.
106.
yeah,
They were like,
yeah. I
they
remember. I
say, "Oh,
remember.
we got it. We got it. Let's go back to the station." And
Yeah,
next thing
they
you
loved it.
know,
Yeah, they're all
that
happy.
you hear yourself on a recording, and you don't know if
Yeah.
it's you or not because you
Uh-huh.
hear it differently inside you
Uh-huh.
yourself. So
Yep.
I'm like, but then now that I think about it, like looking back to different recordings that I've done or of my voice,
Uh,
and like yeah, that sounded pretty much
yeah.
like me, didn't I? I don't know if it still counts if I could go back for a little compensation for that. You know what I mean? Because they ran for like 10,
Yeah.
15 years.
So yeah, some
Nothing. They didn't
Man,
royalties.
make.
I don't remember that at
Yeah.
all.
They don't. They didn't. They
It
didn't
was
make
us
me
three, I
sign.
remember. Yeah.
It was right there in front of
No,
Stonewood
nothing. It was
Mall
nothing. It
in
was
Downey.
quick. Yeah.
Quick. It was
Uh-huh.
a quick.
Really?
Hey, they're just like,
Wow.
hey, we
Yeah, it
want you
was
to say this
David.
slogan:
David recorded
blazing hip
one,
hop and
and then
R&B.
Carlos.
No, they
Uh-huh.
said no. Say this
Wow,
slogan:
I don't
Power
Yeah.
remember at all.
106, blazing hip hop
Yeah.
and R&B. Just
Yeah.
say it like that. And
Uh-huh.
at that time we were like, okay, we were blazing, and it was a
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was just natural, and it just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Power
Came easy.
106,
Yeah.
blazing hip
Yep.
hop and
Yep.
R&B, and
Blazing. Yep.
it just
Uh-huh.
stuck. They loved
I
it,
remember.
I remember.
and next thing you know, it was on
One
for
try, you had it.
Mm.
about 15 years, at least 10, 12 years, however long.
Mm-hmm.
I say it all the time. I
Yeah.
might get a lawyer to look into that and see if I got anything there, you
I'm
know?
a witness.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
I'm a
Yeah.
witness to
No,
it.
with
I
all the
remember that.
technology now, with the voice recognition, it should
Yep.
definitely
Recognition.
identify.
Mm-hmm.
It should. And hey,
Yep,
I'll
that's
take
true.
whatever, dude. I'll take a settlement for 50,000. Give me something, you know.
You know
That's all
what? It
right.
feels good to have somebody remember a story because David and Frankie never remember none of the stories I tell them. I tell them stories
Oh,
and like, nope,
really?
nope, nope. I tell you
Hey,
one
it's because
story, you
I
remember
thought
it.
you were making stuff up. I
no,
thought you were making up stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't remember at all.
no, yeah, that was a true story. True story, Cheryl. Good thing. So it was you that was there. See, I
You
don't
know,
remember. Good
Yep.
it's
deal.
kind of
Good
coming
deal.
back. It's kind of
Yeah, we
yeah,
had
maybe.
whose car did we go
That's
in? I
funny.
think were we in your car, Cheryl, or how did we roll up to the
Maybe the
mall?
truck. No, it was a truck.
It was.
My
David's
dad's
father's
truck,
truck.
the F-150.
Yeah. So I
It
was right in the back
wasn't
all the
it?
time.
Yeah, we went to your house. I think we were waiting for you. Your mom came to greet us and all, and then we took off after that. And I think that's when that happened, didn't it? Or was it another day?
It sounds about right. It sounds about right. I just know it was nighttime already. It was already dark.
No, it was still
Now,
daytime. I do
I don't know if it
remember
was
that much.
Stonewood.
Maybe it was sunset.
Yeah, I thought it was
Maybe, no,
night.
it was still
Yeah.
daytime. Yeah, it was still in the day. 'Cause
Now
we
I don't
went to
know if it
buy
was
something. We went to
Stonewood
buy
or Lakewood.
something to wear that night.
Yeah,
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 we
we
were
were
always
going
going
into the
out,
mall. I do
so we
remember
got to
that.
get fresh.
Hmm
But Yeah, it was a good
Look at
time, man.
David's face.
He's all
He said, what are you
Hey,
talking about?
hey, Carlos,
like, what? How can I remember that?
you remember that jacket? You remember that jacket that you bought one time, and you in your Dodge Dart, it had a spring coming out of the seat, and it ripped it, and you returned it, and then I bought it, and that prick sold me the same one with the hole.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize it until I was after.
Yeah, dude, that same
Yeah,
thing, man.
I was remembering that last time.
That
Yeah.
spring
Hey,
was
real quick, Frankie might be joining us right now.
all right.
I told him to join us real quick. So what if he's in his car? You know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look
Nah,
at
nah,
where
what if he
I'm
gets
at.
in that
I'm in
accident?
I'm in my in-laws' kitchen right now. I live
I'm in my car.
yeah.
I'm in my pod car. My pod car.
So that's where
Podcast car.
that's where you're doing. That's
Yeah.
cool, man. I like it. I like it. That brings back a lot of memories.
I was doing it.
Turn the camera to.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, you can't do that.
I can
Let's
do
see. Let's
this.
see. The interior. The interior. So
Oh,
I
the
remember
interior?
in that story that we were saying. Yeah, I was sitting in the passenger seat in the front, right there. Frankie
Yeah.
was in the back, right
Look
behind
at
me.
those
I
beautiful
believe.
wheels, though.
Yeah, it is really nice,
Yeah,
man.
it still needs some work. You know what I mean? But yeah, just So I was doing it from my golf cart.
Yeah,
I used to sit right here and then have that as a background.
yeah,
But like I said, with time, I'll probably move this out and set up a little studio, kind of like Chaels,
yeah.
But yeah, it's a bunch of stuff that we got, that we
Yeah.
got right here. But I made some rooms with the fishing poles. I put them up on the ceiling,
Wow, there you go.
you know.
How's the bass
Looks
out
good.
there right now? How's the trout?
Yeah. Oh, dude, they're gonna restock with trout.
Yeah.
The bass are still hitting,
Oh, okay.
and catfish they were hitting some huge catfish, bro. 20 plus pounders.
Really?
That's pretty big.
Do
That's
you
very
release
big.
them back or?
Yeah, the trout they're gonna. Oh no, the catfish you can keep. The bass, you're supposed to throw back, but you got people that eat everything they catch, even bluegill.
Wow.
But the trout you keep. I've caught. You have like a 5 day, like a five limit a day.
Okay.
But most people throw them back. They
Yeah.
let them just multiply and let other people catch. If you're not gonna, what I say, if you're not gonna eat it,
Yeah.
let it live.
Oh, yeah.
But I did some. I put some with. I baked it with
Uh-huh.
lemon, butter, and slap your mama. And I baked it and I put onion. I cut it open. I gut it. And I put lemon, onion, and butter in the inside, and I baked it for about 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, and I steamed some white rice.
That
Bomb.
sounds delicious.
Sounds good.
Trout is good.
Yeah.
Trout is good, bro.
Hey, guys.
Her catfish is very big in Texas. They fry it though.
Oh, catfish needs to be fried for me.
Oh,
yeah.
you gotta go?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go, guys.
Yeah.
Because the kids, I think we're
Hey,
leaving
well,
already.
thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you, man.
Thank you, guys, man. Thank you. It
Straight
was a
out of
pleasure.
Southgate.
Straight out of Southgate.
Appreciate you,
Yes,
Carlos.
sir. California.
The 90280. 90280.
Yeah,
You're always invited
All
on
right,
the show, bro.
People were asking about you. They wanted to meet the legend himself.
They
Oh,
want to hear
wow.
the story.
Thanks, man.
The guy behind, or should I say in front of the fart.
The wind beneath our wings.
Hey, it's a good strat, man. It's a good strat. Because it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a silent
right.
one. It was like it was a gas chamber, but outdoors. No chamber at all.
Hey, so real quick before you go,
Yeah.
does your family know about that?
Yeah. No, that's.
Do they know?
No, they don't. And yeah, I didn't want to worry them. So yeah, they don't know about that.
Don't.
Yeah, they don't know.
They got to learn it on themselves, So
Yep.
you got to learn that strategy.
Hard
on
knocks.
their own.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, well,
We'll do another one when we get into the story.
Yeah, let's do
Go
it.
Dodgers, Dodger Blue.
Dodger Blue,
Later,
baby.
Carlos. Have a good one, brother.
World Series champs.
Good
All
seeing
right,
you.
bro.
I'll see you guys
Take
later.
it easy, man. Have a
All
good
right.
one. Say hi to the family.
I will. Hi to you guys. Bye, guys. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, brother.
Great.
That was cool, brother.
That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, if that's why I messaged Frankie like, hey, just join us real quick.
He's probably
But
can't do the driving.
well, I'm sure he's not driving. He didn't want to drive.
How's your battery life? Does it say for your headphones?
My phone is 21, and my headphones. I'm good on the headphones. I get at least 60. Yeah,
Cool,
but
cool.
I was already falling asleep. To be honest with you, I was like,
Before
oh
you got on?
man.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I wanted to get Carlos because
Yeah, no, that's
it's
cool.
hard. It's hard for him
Dude, I haven't
to get
laughed that
going.
hard in a long time, man. I was
Bro, I kid you
cracking up.
not. I did not know about. I didn't remember about that Power 106.
Yeah, the
But then I
commercial.
remember in front of Stonewood Mall coming out,
Oh,
and he said those words.
yeah.
But it's very
Foggy,
very
foggy.
yeah yeah. That's and I think I remember most of the things.
Dude, I have a great memory, and
Wow.
but the thing is, it sucks. Because what's the point when nobody else remembers it? I could tell stories to people and they're looking at me like, you effing liar. And I'm like, no, dude, and then this happened and this. That's why I'm like, what? Carlos freaking remembers. I'm like, I would not think he'd remember over you two,
Well, because
especially you.
he's the one that I normally have a great memory.
Uh,
I remember stuff. It's just that time at that time, maybe not. I don't know. But you know what? I'm gonna put this on my toolbox, my
cool.
Craftman toolbox.
All right.
I have one of those old school ones. My dad used to have one just like it. And they sold it one time out of the back of his pickup truck.
Uh,
And so I saw that at a thrift store. I'm like, oh man, I got to get the same toolbox.
yeah. Craftsman,
So
you
I
said?
got it. It's a Craftsman toolbox, the silver.
Hmm.
It's a gray silver with the little tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a
So
few toolboxes.
there's a story I remember about you and your family. Let's see
Mm,
if you remember it or not. All right, this is a good quiz, not quiz, but trivia for you or something like that.
all
So the
right.
first time I met your parents, I went over to your place and you said, "Yeah, I remember my parents having." I said, "No." I said, "Hey, come in." So I was like, "All right." So I stepped in and saw your mom and your pops, and they were just quiet, very quiet. And then you had to get something from your room, so I'm kind of standing around the living room. I felt a little uncomfortable because I know how people kind of see me. They see me
Mm,
bald and my goatee. They kind of assume things, right? And I'm used to it, so it's no big deal. I don't hold it against anybody. So then you came out, but you were still, I don't know, you still had to do something. So I said, hey, I'll wait in the car for you. You're like, all right. So I went outside because I wanted to give you time to talk to your parents. 'Cause I knew they were going to say something about me. And about, I don't know, 5, 6 minutes later, you came out. You came out laughing. You were
mm,
laughing. I said, hey, I said, what's up? He said, oh, you won't believe what just happened. I said, well, what's up? He goes, I'll tell you as we leave. We were going to Salt Lake to go play ball.
mm.
And that your mom came up to you. She says, from all your friends I've ever met, that one's the worst one. And you were like,
What?
chill? You were like, chill? She goes, yeah, I could see it in him. He was the worst. He's the worst one. Don't hang out with him. He's nothing but trouble. He said, Chill is the only good one. He doesn't do drugs. He hardly drinks. And she was kind of like, what? She goes, yeah. And you started laughing like, because you knew me. And she was
Mm.
like, he does? It's like, no, he's. So the next time I went to your house, dude, it was like the red carpet came out. Your mom offered me food. I was eating there on the table with your pops and your mom. And it was a whole big. I felt so welcome the second time around,
Wow.
But you remember that? I want to know if
You
you
know
remember
what?
that story
I
or not.
I I remember vaguely. I remember something, but I'm not sure if I don't think my mom would say that because she's just not that type that would say, you
Well, it was
know.
your words, so you could have said it your way. I don't know. I wasn't there,
Yeah,
so.
but I think the part where I told her he's the only one that doesn't.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
think I do remember that. But you weren't the only one that didn't, but the one that was closer to us.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
those other ones I had, they didn't we didn't hang around the same. You
yeah,
were like an everyday.
yeah.
We would hang out, go play ball, and then the weekend we would. I remember we were going to Yankee Doodles a lot.
Yeah.
We'll shoot some pool or hang out, watch the games,
Hmm.
have a couple beers, go bowling, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool too.
Yeah.
The bowling, you were freaking good at that. For
You know what? I got I remember my first turkey,
yeah,
which was
dude, you
three
had so
strikes in a
much
row.
power. You would freaking throw that ball like that ball was high,
Yeah.
freaking high. It shouldn't be that high, but it worked for you. You would get it in freaking like overhand throw almost. You
It was
bam,
like
it
a
freaking
spin.
hits. It
Yeah.
hits, and then he's. I remember my mom's boyfriend at the time. They used to call him Cobra, the little guy, Mike.
Mike.
You
Yeah.
went to his funeral,
I
and
did. Yeah.
he was the one show. But he was freaking cool ass guy, man. From
He
all the
was. He was
guys
a
my
good
mom went
bowler.
out with, yeah, I remember he did the blindfolded thing. Do you remember seeing that or no?
No, not
Yeah,
bowling.
yes, at Gage Bowl, he to prove
Really?
it, he would put a blindfold on and strike. I saw him do two or
Wow.
three strikes
I
blindfolded,
didn't know
dude.
that. Yeah.
So I asked him, how come you don't bowl for professional? He says, I make more money doing it like this than I do if I would have gone professional. Because I guess they're restricted from making side stuff. I don't know the rules of that, but
I didn't
I
know that.
believed it.
Yeah.
I believed it because he was freaking good.
He was. He was good.
You know what
He
happened
was
to him,
good.
right? Do you remember the story or no?
I do. I remember me and you talking about that also.
Yes,
Um,
I think he
I
lived in
seen I
Southgate, if I remember correctly.
you told me it was LA. Yeah, it's more closer to South Central.
Okay, it
I don't
could
know.
be.
Let me
It
see
could
if I
be.
remember correctly.
All right.
You told me that he went outside because there was some guy tagging, and he confronted him. He got shot.
Yeah, a group of guys.
A group of guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a group of.
So
He went out. Yeah,
mhm.
he went out with a bat or a crowbar or something, and then he
Oh,
saw, and it
okay.
was about 3 4 guys. One of them
Yeah.
pulled out a gun and shot him,
Mm, yeah.
and that was it. He was trying to stop him because they kept tagging up his wall. And
Mm,
dude, even my mom was like, "Man, I finally find one that you like," and this happens. I was like, "Shit, I know," because
mhm.
I did but trash. Remember that other guy that you knew him from the liquor store,
Which one
and
was that?
I think his name was Javier. And I remember I didn't like him, and then you saw him. You're like, that guy looks familiar to me. I said, what? So yeah, it's like he goes, does he own a liquor store? I think in Whittier. And I was like, yeah, he does. I never been to it, but I knew he owned 2 liquor stores. I want to say. He goes, I seen him. I think you had an ex back then. He was checking out your ex, and it pissed you off. And he was with some other guy, kind of laughing at you. And your ex was restraining you, like not to do anything about it. But you remembered the fool, so you told me that story. And you said, hey, you ever have any issues with him? Just let me know. I'll get him for you. I was like, all right. That's exactly what I told my mom. I said, I don't have to do nothing. I'll just send David to kick his ass.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
I think you're making that one up. I
Yeah, that
think you're
was the
making it
story,
up.
dude. So I was like, all right. So I told my mom, I said, hey, don't worry. I'm not going to get him. I'll send David. David knows him. And I told her the
I,
story of what happened.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that. It's amazing how you feel when you're in your 20s
Yeah.
and you're at your top physical. You feel like I felt like a kind of
Like
like
the
a
Terminator.
gorilla. No,
Dude.
like I could run, I couldn't jump.
Yeah.
I was so fast.
Yeah,
I
you were.
can, and it's like, wow, now I get out of the bed, and it's like, ow, they age,
It's normal, dude. I'm the same
age,
way.
you
I
know.
remember, dude, we would go to the freaking clubs and you would get in front. And I used to tell people that it was like Moses, the seas would part. Everybody would get out of your
I don't,
way.
I don't
So
remember that.
I would just get behind you, dude. And I remember my cousin Edgar was with us one time. He's like, man, he was talking about you. He's like, you must feel pretty safe hanging out with him. I said, I actually do. He goes, yeah, I could see that. But
You
no,
know,
dude.
that's how it was when we would go out all the time to clubs and parties because it was me and Carlos and Frankie were always together, you know, and me and Carlos is 6'4". I was about 6'2", but I shrunk a couple inches.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm barely 6 feet now.
I'm barely
Um,
5'9" now. I was
you're big,
5'11" at my highest. Yeah.
yeah, and
Hmm.
those with those Harley boots you used to wear.
I was 6 feet with the Harley. It's not. Don't kid
Yeah.
yourself.
No, it was nice. So we had a lot of fun because it
Yeah.
was never about trying to be badass
Yeah.
or
No,
nothing.
we
It's
weren't
just
like that. We were all nice guys.
yeah, it was just we knew a lot of people. So when we would go out, we always ran into people that we knew, other dudes. So it was a whole bunch of us. So there was never any issues because if there was, we had 20, 30 dudes already like, well, who's that? Who's that? You all right?
Mhm.
It was more about just having a good time, having fun, and but we, like we did have our issues a couple times when it was just me and Frankie, with that
Was Frankie a
club.
fighter? Because I never saw that side of him.
Um,
Was he always like
he
the peaceful guy, like trying
what
to
I
squash it?
remember more is yeah, he wasn't really a fighter, but
Hmm.
he would
I never seen him fight or nothing.
there was
Or
issues
mad.
with other guys, like with just ones that we didn't like,
Hmm.
but nothing. He was in a troublemaker, nothing like
No,
that.
not at all. Yeah.
None of
He
us
was
were.
like,
It's just
he was always cool. Like just talk
yeah,
about, hey, what's going on, and
yeah.
not wanting to get into
But
drama.
we did like it when it happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just we're in our 20s and the testosterone, and
Yeah.
we did.
Mhm.
There's a few times. There's one time that
But
it
Carlos was friendly too, from what I
yeah, we
remember.
all were. We all
Yeah.
were. It would because when we would end up going, like I said, we ran into friends, people we knew. So the only time that we did have issues were when we went to a couple house parties that it was a
Vibe.
wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, all right.
No neighborhood.
Mhm.
Because even it was our people, if it was a gang neighborhood, they would want to, hey, this is our neighborhood. We
Yeah.
want to go in the party. Come on in. What are we gonna do? And there was a couple of times that there was shootouts. It had nothing to do with us, but because we're there, the bullets don't discriminate.
Yeah.
Thank God that I mean I remember hearing the cling cling, when
Mhm.
just ducking, and yeah, it's just you know bad aim. They're trying to shoot like this.
Yeah. Well, I didn't
Yeah,
see
but
that,
yeah.
that time that we were in that incident where the guy started shooting at those guys that you were
Oh,
helping out my
this
cousin.
Pico
Yeah.
Rivera, or was it Whittier?
I thought it was what do you call it? City Terrace, but I could be wrong.
No, no, it
No.
was on Bluff Street between between
So that Pico Rivera.
yeah, it was on Bluff between Washington and Olympic. So I think that's Bluff. And that house was more than halfway. Once their backyard is, I believe there's like a water reservoir, like kind
Mhm.
of like a
Yeah, I remember
reservoir in
you were
that
telling me
area,
about that. Mhm.
and there's some electrical towers. As a matter of fact, there was a lady walking her dog a few years ago. She got hit by lightning right there walking her dog.
Mhm.
Her and her dog died
Yeah.
hit by lightning.
Oh, wait a minute. That was in the news, right?
Yeah, it was in the news.
I want to say they had
So
video of it, right?
so it was in that area. So
Okay.
it was Pico Rivera then, yeah, because it was but it's on Bluff Street. I remember it was Bluff. It was a house and it had those long stairs going down.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I didn't see the guy shoot. I just heard the bullets.
yeah. I didn't see nobody shoot either.
Yeah.
Even if I did, I didn't.
Nah, I would have friggin' knocked on their asses, man, if I would have seen it, or the guy's ass. So I knew, man,
Well,
he was
yeah,
up
you're
there
shooting
good.
into a crowd. You're shooting into a crowd. You're a dumbass anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was a it was good that we finally had Carlos on here.
Yeah, he looks like he's always busy with the family.
Yeah, yeah,
He looks
because
very, he looks very busy.
they both have big families, and it's
Is he still
always
in
one of the
Downey?
kids. He's in Southgate.
Southgate now? Okay.
He's in Southgate. Yeah.
He was,
We
but he was in Downey before, right?
Yeah,
Oh, we used to go to
yeah,
his place. That was Downey.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
Downey. That was Downey, and um, yeah, he has a. I forgot the street. He has a house in Southgate. Little,
Mhm.
I forgot exactly where I've been to there a couple times.
It's different seeing him without the goatee. I remember always seeing his facial hair. Now he's all clean cut.
Well, once I thought about just shaving it off because I look old, dude, with my beard all white. That's what it is. Because I was messing around the other time and I got this. It looks like a mascara
Uh,
thing, right? But it's for the beard, and you just comb it and it leaves it black.
it
And I
is
was like,
big. Your beard is big. I never grown
no,
mine
no,
that big
no,
before.
no, no. I said white. No, it's not the beard, dude. It's just the white. Because
Hmm.
this I trim because when I wake up in the sleeper,
Yeah, it's all
it's
over.
all puffy and people
Yeah.
are just looking at me like, dude, this guy just woke up. So I trim this all the time and I just leave this, but it's not the length, it's just the color,
Yeah.
and I had a black beard, like black beard.
Mhm.
And
No, mine's is always just white until I add
it's
all
just
my
always
crap
white.
on it. Yeah. Just
Is
white. Just
that
the whole thing is white.
yeah, just for men?
I think that's what it's called. It's like a shampoo.
Like a
But
shampoo?
I think I'm gonna let it grow white now. So I just kind of trim
So
my mustache, just kind
I
of
was
letting it
thinking
go.
of emailing some people, you know, and sponsoring us, and we'll talk about it on the show. You
Do it.
know,
Do it.
it's just when we name the product, like remember Menon by
Yeah,
Menon.
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
All of us have to say it at the same time, like by Menon,
The jingle.
and we get free products. I mean, hey, you get I mean, it is my beard, bro, because my wife likes a beard just because I look, you know,
Uh, Wise.
older, I
She
guess.
likes it.
But I honestly I don't like it because I look at it and then it's like I start feeling that. Like if I look older, I feel older, and then, like,
Yeah.
in my head I'm not. I call the other like that old dude right there, and my wife's telling me, "Well, you're probably older." Like yeah, but I don't feel old. You know.
Well, I tell people I'm 48, but in dog years, and they start laughing. But that's the way I see it. I feel older than 48.
Yeah, but Frankie actually looks the youngest.
Frankie and Carlos, man. Carlos looks good too.
Yeah. Well, Frankie, I guess because he has a full set of hair
Yeah.
and his hair
He
is all
still has
black.
color. Yeah, he still has
It's
color.
all black. It's
Mhm.
all black.
But
I
look
mean,
at
I
his
saw him
pops.
today.
His pops too.
Yeah,
He's
his
always
his
had.
dad.
Yeah, he has good
His dad
genes.
actually, when we met his dad, he was bald and just had a long ponytail.
Oh, I never saw him like that. I always saw
Yeah,
him with hair. All right,
yeah. It was till he got older he let his hair grow back, but he would shave his head and just long ponytail.
ponytail. Mhm.
And
I remember one time, dude. I kind of feel bad about it now. I don't know if I should or not, but I do. Um, we were at Frankie's place. You were there. You, me, Frankie, and I don't know who else. I don't know if Carlos was there or not. And Frank Senior was smoking the wacky tobacco, and I had a fun saver camera. You know me with those freaking cameras, right?
yeah.
Pic- As they were hugging and stuff, and then he looked at me. He goes, "I know what you're doing." I said, and because I said something like, "Hey, say cheese or something, right?" And I was being a smartass, I guess. And he goes, "I know what you're doing." I said, "Well, what am I doing?" He goes, "You're saying that I'm being a bad father right now because I'm doing this in front of my son or with my son." I said, "I'm not saying anything, but I guess I was saying it, but not directly, indirectly.
Uh,
But I was me being young too." And he goes, "No," he goes, "but you're right. I shouldn't be doing this." He told me I shouldn't be. I said, "I'm not saying anything." I told him again. He goes, "No," and he was, he was experienced. He was of age already. He's been through his own stuff, so he knew what I was doing. And me being young, what was it, 21 at the time, maybe, and trying to be funny at the same time as trying to show, "Hey, look what you're doing with your son," kind of thing.
mm,
And he goes, he told me, "You're right, you're right. I shouldn't be, but And I was like, no, that's your conscience. It's not me. And I was telling, we were going kind of back and forth like that, you know.
Hmm.
And thinking back now, I'm like I feel like I was the bad guy, you know. It's I can't rewind it, you know. It was already said and done. I didn't mean it to
Yeah.
be an asshole, but it came off to me. It feels like it came off that way, you know.
Hmm.
And I never talked to Frankie about that, but I think about his father when I was doing that. But I think also too is different because I didn't grow up with a father. So maybe my way
Yeah.
of thinking is a little different. I don't know.
Well, go like thinking back on that, because I was there a lot of the times, in the
Yeah.
garage. He had a pool table, so we would shoot pool there and have a couple of beers or whatever. I saw him. I saw him. Like I remember one time Frankie told me, "Man, my dad's mean," or my dad, he's hard on me. And I was like, well, you know what? If he wasn't, how would you be? I was like, you have a dad.
Mhm.
And he goes, yeah, I guess you're right. And I mean, yeah, I mean, I think sometimes I think about the way I am with my boys, and because when I get mad, when they're not doing something, I got to get loud and get in their faces. And
Mhm.
I just need them to listen and to get in the habit of, hey, when I tell you to do something, or when your mom tells you to do something, you better
You do it.
do
Hmm.
it and take it seriously. So I that's what I'm trying to put in them, like, hey, you listen, you do what we tell you,
Yeah.
not when you want, but when we tell you to. And I think that's what it was that he was trying to do with Frankie, because at
Hmm.
that age we try to do whatever we want,
And
but that
coming
that's
from
the
the
way
outside, it's like
that's the way I
his
look
father.
at him.
His father always seemed real cool to me. You know, but
Yeah.
it's different when you're the son and you have your own relationship and when people aren't
Hmm.
there too. But he was
Hmm.
always a cool guy. I always liked him.
He was, and he had been through the things that we hadn't been through.
True.
So he would say sometimes, or give us little warnings, and I was like, well, what do you mean? He goes, you'll see. And that's one thing I always I guess admired,
Yeah. No,
that.
I liked him too, dude. I really did
Yeah,
like him.
yeah,
I
like
haven't
I
seen him
I
in forever, but I will still like him now.
yeah, yeah. That the last time I seen him, I think it was at a because Frankie and his girl have the same one day apart are their birthdays. So
Okay.
we
Oh,
went
that's
to this
crazy.
Korean barbecue.
Uh-huh.
All right, Frankie just got home, so he's gonna get on
Yeah.
right now. So we
Yeah.
could
He's
talk about that.
cool. Cool. Cool.
So we went to this Korean barbecue place, and he was there, and I went. Me and my wife went. My parents, they watched my kids. We had a good time,
Yeah.
And yeah, man, he's always been. It's nice to, because growing up, my parents and my friends' parents, they were all Mexican. They didn't even speak, they spoke a little English,
Yeah.
but knowing Frankie's dad, like he was a Chicano.
Chicano. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so knowing him kind of like us,
It was
it was
different.
pretty cool. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah. Yeah.
different.
Easier to
He
get
had been,
along with.
yeah, yeah, with more things in common, you know. And yeah, I remember he had a Harley. I
Yeah.
forgot exactly what it was, but I was thinking of selling my Mustang, and I remember he said, "You know what? I'll give what did he say? I wanted the Harley. I forgot what the deal was, but it was like I think it was $3,000, and
And the Hardy.
yeah, for the Mustang or something like that." And I was like, "Oh man," because it's not the Harley that I wanted. I wanted a big. I wanted a Road King at that time, or something, something bigger.
Hmm.
That one was a little smaller. But yeah, I remember that was way back in the day. Way back. This was in 98, 99 maybe. Maybe a little bit later, but it was
Hmm.
way back. It was way back in the day. How's that bourbon?
It's finished. I'm just chewing on the ice now.
That's nice.
I'm good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I remember when they had Frankie's pops and his stepmom. They were in that accident going to Vegas. Do you remember? You were around during that time, right? And they
You
were
know
in the
what?
hospital.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was freaking scary, dude. Because they were both out. They were out in the hospital, and they know the mother was better, the stepmom, but the father was
Mhm.
it was touch and go. And I remember talking to him on the phone, like I was praying, with his family that they'd be
What year
okay.
was this? Like, what years was?
I don't remember, to be honest, but I would say it was 98, around that year with you're telling that story. And we could ask him when he gets on,
Yeah, I don't remember
but
that.
it was scary. It was like shit, because I never knew anybody that was in a bad motorcycle accident like that.
Oh, they
Until,
were in a motorcycle accident.
yes, they were going to that run. I forget what it's called, to going to Vegas, and somebody must have
Wow.
clipped them on the freeway. But luckily, they were both wearing helmets. But I
Mm.
remember the father took it worse than the stepmom. And
Damn, I don't remember that.
yeah, we'll ask him. Hopefully, if he gets on.
Yeah. Well, I got 5% on my phone.
You don't have a charger?
I'll tell you what. Let me charge it for about 5 minutes,
All right.
and that should give me some juice. I'll be right back.
Okay. Want me to stop it? I'll stop it for now.
Yeah.
Then.
Take a break. Applause again. Do the
All
applause
right.
again.
There you go, Frankie. What's up, brother?
What's up,
What's
guys?
up,
right?
Frankie?
Not much, man.
Dude, you
Hey,
missed
Frankie.
Carlos, man. That was freaking hilarious, dude. You missed
You
Carlos.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
that would
just
have been
missed the fart
badass.
story.
Oh
Yeah, but we'll do it
man,
again. We'll do it. Yeah.
I missed the
Yeah.
Dude,
fart tails.
Well,
that's the hardest I've laughed in a long time.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I fucking missed it. Damn kids
Well, at least you
farting,
can
bro.
watch it.
Fuck.
At least you can watch
you can
Yeah,
watch.
but you know
You
what?
could watch it. It'll be on YouTube.
What's up, bro?
But you know what though? That's kind of. I mean, I wish I would have been there for it, but at the same time, I think maybe 3 is good enough. 4 might have been too much, like too many people. I'm just saying for like a story to be told. I'm guessing there'd be too much gas getting passed. Cheers.
Hey, Frankie, Cheo and I were just talking about that time that me, you, Carlos, and I think it was for sure. Uh, Remember we went to the man show
Yeah, with Doug
and
Stanhope and is that
Victor,
Jimmy Kimmel?
yeah,
Victor.
Victor went also, and we're
Yep.
doing the with the beer, they give you, and
Ziggy
we're
zaggy,
talking
ziggy zaggy.
about
Oi, oi, oi.
how yeah, somebody that we knew came out as Yancey.
Yancy.
He came out. He started working. He was trying to get in TV. He did commercials, I think. But
Yeah.
he was the one that went and interviewed the paisas, the paleteros, and all that. And they had a truck with a jacuzzi and girls in there. And he would have the paleteros go and get in. I don't know if you remember that.
I kind of I never saw the episode, but I remember that was going on because I think you told me or he might have told me, but it sounded like something fun to do, man, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
Because we're talking about the bridal shop in Maywood or Bell. Was
yeah.
it Bell? I think it was Bell
Engage, yeah.
on Gage. I think his parents owned it. I don't know
Yeah.
how we started talking about that, but anyways, yeah, we got onto that. So
Yeah, I
how
think
was
we
the drive
picked them
down?
up
How's
there
the
a couple
party?
times. You know what the best part about the drive up and down was I told my lady, you're driving. Fucking usually I'm always driving. Like, nah. I'm like, fuck that. Like, I drive way too damn much. Like everywhere is me, me. And then when I tell her to drive, it's like, oh, I don't know this or that. It's like, okay, cool. Get used to it. Gonna learn now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She's pretty cool about it. Even
enjoy
though,
the ride.
yeah, even though like most of the town, I'm like this, like the passenger side, it's better than me driving.
That's been you. That's been you the whole our whole growing up, bro. You passing out on the passenger seat.
No, I'm
Frankie,
not,
wake up, bro. You're home.
and I'm not even passed out.
Wake
I'm
up
just like
already.
this. I'm not even passed out. I'm more like this. Like, oh fuck, man, don't just get us home alive, please. They're like, get out of the fast lane.
Yeah.
There's like everybody behind you. You're driving 60. Fucking come on. Typical
Oh
shit.
man. Getting getting high beams,
Getting highway people actually like,
passing you and flipping you off.
fuck. Can I change lanes? Can I change lanes? Yeah, that's what your mirror's for. More stressful than more stressful than anything,
That's funny.
but it's come to the point where
Hey,
I'm like, it's part of it. It's part of being in a
hey,
relation.
at least she's driving you around, you know.
Yeah, I
Well,
always drive
driving
myself.
she's driving us around to go to her family shit, which is cool because I'm driving everywhere, in Vegas, fucking all the time, wherever. I said, man, you know what, dude? Like, that's what that little come in here goes, all right, cool, then you drive. That's usually how it starts. It's like, all
Hey,
right,
I
I'm
was
taking my foot off the
earlier
brake.
talking. I was talking to David earlier about a story. I don't know if you remember, Frankie, or not. You probably don't, but I guess it's me clearing my conscience. With your father, we were at your old place, and I had a fun saver camera, and everybody was well, minus me, smoking the wacky tobacco, and I started taking pictures, and I said, I don't know what I said. I said something like a family picture, something, and your father looked at me because I know what you're doing. And I was like, what do you, I'm not doing nothing. He said, no, I know what you're doing. You're trying to say that it's bad that I'm here with my son and I'm doing this and everything. And I was like, no, I'm not saying anything. And I said something like, that must be your guilty conscience. You know, me being a smartass. Your father's like, no, no. He goes, but you're right. I see what you do, but you're right. And I shouldn't, and then I don't know what else he said after that. But I always thought about that through the years, getting older and becoming a father myself too. And I was like, man, I was a dick for doing that. I kind of felt bad about it, but I don't know if that's just me on my conscience. And I don't know if you remember that because you were right there, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I want to apologize to your father for doing that. But that's all I had to say about that. Yeah, I could hear you now. I could see you, but you're frozen right now. Did he get cut off,
Yeah, I
Frankie?
think he did. I think
Oh
he did.
man. See if he comes back on. I saw
Well,
his face in this picture.
we're
It's
gonna
cool.
have to have his dad
All right,
come
here,
on,
Yeah,
and
dude, that'd be
you guys
badass.
there? There you go.
you know.
Yeah, there
Hey,
you go. You're better.
we're gonna have to have your dad come on the show and see
That'd
how
be
Oh,
he
that'd be
cool,
really.
dude.
funny as hell.
That'd be badass. I'd love to have your
Like,
father
there's
on.
all kind of.
Dude, I sent him a
I,
I
I'm
sent him a Facebook request like a month ago, and I still haven't got nothing back.
Who the fuck is this guy?
probably,
Chill,
yeah, probably,
chill.
I think
yeah.
it's under
Cause
my
it's
real
funny
name
because
though.
all right on. Yeah, he's probably like, I don't remember each other. He tries not to add people he doesn't remember. But I'll be like, look, you see this? See fucking DFC Radio? That's him.
You still got
Hey,
you
by
still
the
got that
way,
fun
bro.
saver picture?
But regardless, your dad was badass, dude. He's a badass man. I respect your father.
Right
And
on.
same with David's father too. Always a great guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any
for
man
sure.
that's there with his kids and raises them to be men,
Yeah, no,
not it's a dad. You know what I mean?
I agree 100%. That's why
Yeah.
even though my mom and I have our differences, I give her props for being a father figure and a mother figure for me.
She was there
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
she was there. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't do
Yep.
too bad, no matter what we say.
Man, my mom was crazy though, man. You got
She
to
did
see a
it.
little bit of my mom.
You know what? Sometimes that's what it takes, though, because we knew a dude, and
But see, your
with a
mom was
mother.
normal, David. You had a normal mom. You
No,
can't
no, no,
say your
yeah,
mom
yeah,
wasn't normal. My mom
no,
waits
no,
for
I'm
me to
not,
go
yeah.
visit her to pick a fight with the neighbors so that I could be there freaking dealing with her problems.
That's smart. Backup. Wait for backup. Aren't isn't law enforcement trained to wait for your backup?
I was in law enforcement back then.
Wait for your backup.
That's funny.
That's true.
But no, but I've met and I've talked to two dudes that didn't have a dad and their mom was like halfway in, you know,
Yeah.
and they're like, the reason why I am is because I don't want to end up that way. And they grew up stronger than someone that's too sheltered, you know. So sometimes it depends on the individual. Sometimes it makes them or breaks them, you know.
Yeah, and then
I think I needed both of mine, and I'm glad I had them for as long
Yeah.
as I had my dad and I still have my mom. Thank God, you know.
I kind
yeah,
of used the father figure role, like from a little bit of Rory's father, a little bit from an old friend, Rudy's father, Mike's father. This is Mike Guerrero, the guy we were talking about earlier. Just kind of seeing their roles with the kids and their families. That was my influence. Learning from other households, because I didn't, it was a single mom with me, so it was like seeing what normal was. But everybody has a different kind of normal. Step parents, whatever. And I had a stepfather, but it was way different because my stepfather was a jerk, and that's me being nice about it. So that's why I had to leave when I was so young, because I knew that me and him, it was, I was ready to fight with him, and that's putting it lightly. So I told my mom, I was like, hey, either leave him or I got to go do my own thing. And she never really gave me a response. And once things got real bad, that's after I met Frankie. I left because I was about 16 and a half. A few months after I met Frankie, when I left Downey, that's when I left and I went to North Hollywood after that. But because everything was kind of rocky at home, but it had a lot to do with my stepfather. So the influence I get from other people. It's like, oh, my father, my friend has a good father. So I see how their relationship was. And that's what normal is. So I will learn. Sometimes Rory would check me. I'm going to the living room. I have to go through the living room to go to Rory's room to go play He-Mans with him, right, when I was a kid. And I walked through. He goes, hey, man. I said, what's up? You can say, excuse me, when you walked in front of my parents to my bedroom. I said, what? He goes, yeah, you're supposed to say, excuse me, before you cross my parents. That's how they raised us. I was like, oh, all right, well, next time I cross your parents, I'll say, excuse you. He goes, hey, when you come to my house, if it's morning, you say good morning to my parents. Afternoon, good afternoon, evening. So I learned those manners being in that situation, because nobody teaches me that unless you're living it through or learning it through life. So every time I showed up, I say, hey, good morning, in Spanish. And I cross, I say, excuse me or whatever. And, I guess being cordial and having better manners, because I didn't have that. But I learned it through his family too. So little things like that I guess help mold you into what you become later in life. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, or if it's just me being drunk.
absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely, bro. And one thing, one thing that I think us as men growing into adulthood is starting to is when you realize the cycles of certain things you don't want to continue. Like for me, it was drinking. I didn't want to be a fucking alcoholic. I knew what that was like going through that shit. And for me, it was just normal. But knowing that other kids aren't going through the same shit was like, wait a minute, I guess I guess it's not normal.
Yeah,
And then so for me getting drunk, it wasn't like I was really hiding shit. It was just me being me and being part of how I was raised or what I saw growing up in my life.
yeah,
Because my dad was 17 when he had me, I remember the fucking cholo parties and the biker parties, and then I'm a teenager. Then it's my parties, and then even though like my parents were still young, like they were still going out and doing stuff. Because I mean, I'm
Yeah.
47, and they were doing all that shit in their 30s, and I'm thinking 30s is young as fuck. Right now, in my 30s, I'd be partying like a motherfucker too.
Hmm.
So it was very normal for me to see cocaine, smell weed, people partying at my house. It was normal for me. So when I would do drugs and drink and do anything, it was normal. It wasn't a big deal to
Yeah.
me. And that's why I went hard, I guess, because it was just normal. And it's crazy because, like, in my household, like, I'm the only one. I smoke weed. We both don't drink. But Livette's parents, my lady's name, the dad used to be an alcoholic, but now he goes off and on, but he's been like sober for I think maybe 5 years or 6 years. But they don't smoke weed. They're just traditional Mexican. They're nothing like that.
Yeah.
My lady doesn't smoke weed, even though she's done it one time with me, all drunk years ago.
Yeah.
But she doesn't do it, so we clash a lot in how we see shit. You know what I mean? Like my eyes could just be red from whatever, and she'll be like with that face, like fucking, like I can't even talk to you. You're hiring. I'm like, what are you talking about? Right? Like
Yeah.
I'm normal. Or like
Hmm.
what kills it for me too a lot is that uh, when the way my dad treated me and the way I saw him treat my mom or whatever, the way he was as a person, it was not very friendly, not very peaceful. A lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of fucking yelling. And the fucking part that sucks, that I hate the most is I have a lot of that in me too. Like I'm very short tempered with my lady. I get irritated a lot. I see and some of the shit that like his manners and stuff like this. Like I do the same thing. But before my lady, I didn't have any of that. You know what I mean? So once I got in my
Yeah.
serious relationship, and I noticed like we clashed a lot of these other things, I'm just constantly like, fuck, oh my god, and I kind of feel like I turned into my dad on that situation. I hate it, right?
Hmm.
But when it comes to like me not drinking, like yeah, I ended that cycle. That's a big fucking step because I don't think our relationship would have lasted if I was still getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And I sure
Hmm.
as hell wouldn't be a good example to my daughter. But even my daughter sometimes tells me like, "Daddy, Daddy," relax. She's the only one that can fucking turn me off like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like I could be stressed the fuck out with my lady and just, and then shit, and all my daughters guys say, "Daddy," and I'm like, and I instantly just
Yeah.
stop.
That's
But
cool.
That's
when
good.
when I when I take my little gummy or I take my little rip, all that stress or whatever this shit is that's just what's inside of me from
Yeah.
my dad, from myself, it goes away. I'm a whole different person. I'm like super loving, uh, just way happy. And the thing that fucking sucks is that that's how I feel good about myself. My lady hates it. She hates that I have to be under the influence of medication to
Yeah.
fucking be at my best, I guess. And yeah, on one end it sucks because I guess I could be kind of dependent with it, but on the other end, it's like you're a certain way with your lady, and you're a certain way with other people, right? Because when you live with someone, everybody's bullshit, and you just little things that they do, or it's just normal, right?
Yeah.
And but when I am medicated, I'm the best like ever that I could be as far as like in the relationship
Yeah.
because I'm chill, nothing bothers me, I'm more understanding. I mean, with my daughter's still the same, but she
Hmm.
hates it, and my thing is like, how can you get mad if I'm doing something that is making the whole fucking house a better vibe, right? We're all good, everybody's happy. Why does that bother you? You should be like, hey, because I tell her all the time, I don't drink, I don't go out, I don't do shit, right? I just
Yeah.
smoke my little weed, and it's fucking legal.
Hmm.
What's the problem? Would you rather have
You
me
know what?
drunk? No.
Sometimes I think that they don't have that connection because you're on a different level when you're not on all your senses, you know. So you smoke a little bit,
Yeah,
you're a little bit altered, so they don't feel they're connected. But I see what you mean. It's like it's something that's legal. Alcohol to me is way worse. You know,
exactly.
I'm glad that I never seen that. I never seen beer in my fridge when I was growing up. My dad never did that. That's why I make a point. I don't have alcohol in my house. You know what I mean? I don't want to make that normal. But I think that's what it is. It's like they feel that you're not connecting on a and then
Yeah,
that's the thing that they want the most. They
and,
want the
and
connection.
she was raised differently as well too.
Hmm.
Oh
And
yeah, for
that's the
sure.
way I was raised as well too. Like even though I don't do that, I understand what you're talking about, Frankie. It's like meaning it keeps you level headed, it keeps you brings you down and mellows you out and kind of like takes whether it's anxiety or stresses away and just brings you to a normal level for yourself. And even though I
Yeah,
personally don't do it, I understand that. But somebody that's brought up a different way too might see things differently as well too. So it's kind of like a balance. You almost have to put yourself in their shoes of understanding where they're coming from and not getting upset about that. But they also have to. I mean, it's hard because they are themselves too. They're not going to see
Hmm.
things through your way, as you're not going to see things through theirs too. And
I think
absolutely.
I think especially since she's given up alcohol, you have that you have that weed to go to, and she doesn't, so maybe she feels a little, like she needs a little escape.
I always offer.
You ain't stingy.
see,
But
I
like,
drink.
I can't be
I'll
tired
drink
of
my.
passing it to myself. Come on, get on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie. Yeah, I just go like this. Look, I just go like this.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna take a little break to charge my phone. I just want to say thanks
That's
for the
good to hear.
stickers, Cheo.
Yeah, no
I met up
problem.
Hell
with
yeah,
Frankie
she's sick.
today. Hadn't seen you in a while. That was good. I'm telling him, dude, Frankie looks like he's in his
I know,
30s,
freaking
maybe.
Benjamin Buttons.
Yeah. So I'll
Benjamin
I'll catch
Butthead.
up with you. I'll catch up with you in a few minutes.
All right, we'll be
I'll
right here.
catch up with you. All right, bro.
See.
Yeah, brother. But yeah, it's like I would love to have your father on the show, man. That'd be great. I don't know. It's just I guess I wanted to clear the air when it came to that because I always thought about that story. I know you don't remember it, but what I was talking to you about earlier. It's like I
Yeah.
feel bad about it now. Now that I'm a grown up myself and now I have children too. I didn't mean it, but I was being stupid. And I guess I feel bad if I made him feel bad. Maybe he doesn't even remember at all. Probably most likely.
I
But
I can
I guess I just
guarantee he
want to
probably
clear
doesn't
the
remember.
air. I'm sure you're right,
And I'm
but
sure he wouldn't hold a
and
grudge.
and and if I ever spoke to him, I would apologize and tell him, I didn't mean it that way, the way it came out, but you know, I was a dumb 21 year old at the time too, with my freaking fun saver
What are,
camera.
wait, the fun saver. That's not a. Is that a disposable?
Yes, yes, it's like a one-time use. It
Fuck.
has, I don't know, you could take like 12, 15 pictures with it. But back then it was before the cell phones were all popular and everything too. So that's all the cameras, the pictures we had. Is that what's in there?
Oh, cameras,
Have you
bro.
developed them? And they're
No,
not
like
developed,
like
right?
fucking no,
You probably
because
have some good pictures in
I
there.
in this one I know this one exactly because it's a waterproof one. It was the only one at the store. I got Shaq in there.
Uh,
I got a
oh,
picture of Shaq
nice,
in there. Well,
nice.
what took a picture of
Dude,
Shaq.
develop them.
Yeah, man.
It's cheap
My
nowadays
dumb
to
ass
develop
waited
pictures.
so long. Oh, is it cheap? I thought it was expensive.
Yeah, no, it's
Well, fuck
cheap.
if it's
I
okay.
do them
Good.
at work all the
I'm gonna.
time. Like I'm talking about like 40 cents a picture.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
40 cents. Yeah, and 40 cents,
Things
fifty
going
cents
like
a picture.
this
It
one, not
depends
even
on the
used.
size that you develop. Yeah.
This was still brand new.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
boss.
7.99. Seven
That's
ninety
cool,
nine.
dude.
27 exposures. Crazy.
Yeah. So I take a lot of pictures and I do AI at work, with my pictures. And I'll do some with my friends at
Yeah,
work. I'll develop them every now and then. And yeah, so they're pretty cheap.
yeah.
It's not
I just
expensive
found I
at
got
all.
two unused
So you
ones.
have a CVS around there, right? CVS?
Yeah,
Yeah, right there. That's where I
CVS,
used to
Rite Aid
develop
type
mine.
of shit.
hmm And they give you coupons, like
Hell
summer
yeah.
coupons, like 40% off or something. So it's pretty cheap.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run in there one day and
Oh,
fucking.
damn, man. I wish we had you on earlier with Carlos, bro. No, we had fun.
Me, dude,
It
man.
was kind of, it
Me
was a
too. I
little,
was like, fuck.
it was a little weird because his kids were right there too, right across from him on the couch. So
Oh.
it was the most Disney conversation we've had. But it was still funny though, dude. We were cracking up.
That's
So there was one
that's
story
funny
that
as fuck.
it's when you were out in the Navy. Carlos, David, and myself were going to, I guess, Stonewood Mall. That's what Carlos told us. We were walking to Stonewood Mall. I don't know where we were gonna buy some clothing or something, and there was some guys out there from Power 106, and they were there trying to record commercials to advertise their station, and they had David first. David doesn't remember, but they had to read the lines, and he did the commercial, and they were like, all right. And then Carlos got on, and bam, he said it perfect, dude. He said we were all like, oh shoot. He said it like a professional, right? He said blazing and this
Nice.
and that, Power 106 blazing. And that commercial kept playing for almost 12 years. And that's the part that
What?
David, yes. So he's like, hey, man, they owe me some royalties or something. And I told Carlos, dude, I'm a witness because I was there. I remember that. That's just one of the stories we brought up about. And David doesn't remember
That's
that
funny.
story, but he was, yeah, it was all, us three of us in front of the mall. And on the first take, dude,
I must have heard it.
yeah, David was like a professional, bro. Sorry, Carlos was like a professional. And the first try, he freaking got it. That we were all like, oh man, that sounded good. And they were like, dude, we're going back to the freaking station. Like, we don't need to record anymore. We're done. And
They're
yeah,
like that.
years later, he's over here hearing the commercials still. And I moved out, so it's different. But Carlos was like, yeah, dude, I was still hearing that commercial about 12 years later. It's like, hey, that's my voice.
That's
He forgot how he
crazy.
sounded back then. Yeah. So that's one of the stories that came up. I think he was on it for about, I don't know, maybe 50 minutes or so. But that
That's
was a
fuck.
good
Oh,
time,
that's
bro.
cool.
It's good seeing him. It was good seeing him.
I was So when was the last time you seen or talked to him?
28 years ago.
Fuck.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I know, because I'm about to turn 49 in Christmas. December 23rd is my birthday. So yeah,
Wait, you're December
and
23rd?
yeah, that's my birthday.
Did I did
It's
I
a
tell you
terrible birthday, bro.
My daughter's
What
December
is it?
24th. She's the
Well, she
20.
has a well, she gets one. Well, normally I say it's terrible because people will give me a present and they'll gift wrap half of it in birthday gift wrap, the other half in Christmas. They say, "Hey, which side do you want to open first?" It's the same present.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was
That's
like, "Man, are
funny.
you serious?" But one thing that was cool about it is I would get one good present normally because there was like two presents in one. So I get hooked up every now and then. It's like, "Hey, we got you an extra good present because we know it's Christmas and your birthday." So I won't
Nice.
complain about that. Yeah, but when my mom was having me, I was due on Christmas, but I just the way I am, bro. I was there early, and she was trying to keep me in. She told me, my mom, because she knew she was gonna get hooked up with free diapers and all this stuff at the hospital. And the woman
Yeah.
that was in the bed next to her, her baby was born on Christmas, and she got hooked up with all this stuff. She goes, my mom's like, man, I was trying to keep you in there, but you just had to come out early. So yeah, that's the story of my life, bro. I'm always early.
I'm opposite. I'm always late.
Yeah, are you? Dude, I went to the concert, was
I
it
feel
last
like,
night? I was there three
oh
hours
yeah, how was
ahead
that?
of time. It was great. But I did like them the first time I saw them because this is the second time I seen Tame Impala. And they were good. It was a good show. They broke a record for the Moody Amphitheater, an attendance record, so that was pretty cool. So you stopped the show and say, "Hey, I just been informed that we broke the record in attendance. So he goes, I could tell because I could feel the energy before I got on, how loud it was in here. So he goes, look, we're gonna, as a gift to you guys, we're gonna play a song that we normally don't play. So they added another like, kind of like a B-side song, you know. So that was pretty cool. And you
Nice.
know, it was a good show. He was sick still because he's been sick for some time. He's been touring, and he showed proof on the Instagram page. He put his medication now for like a sore throat he has or something. So he's been taking antibiotics and all this stuff. So it was a good show though. I can't complain. Tame Impala, you ever heard of them?
Yeah, they got like some kind of funky rock stuff, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Like that newer.
it's kind of like new classic, like LSD trippy type music almost. You know, like you see some of their videos. Uh, to me, he reminds me of John Lennon from the Beatles when I hear some of his stuff. So, but it's a good music. You should check them out every now and then.
I think they popped up on my playlist when I'm listening to like stuff like a little more funkier, like Mayor Hawthorne or Tuxedo, that kind of stuff. It's a little old now, but it doesn't seem old.
Okay.
It's maybe
Uh-huh.
15, 20 years,
All
maybe
right.
15 years, and it's just kind of like groovy, poppy. Like you could dance to it, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know I've
This
seen
is a
Tame
lot more like
Impala.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could dance
But
to it.
it's one of the
It's cool.
biggest shows out there right now, at least for the United States. I know Radiohead is freaking huge in Europe, but that's where they're from. And normally they don't tour out here from what I've been seeing because I want to go to Radiohead. So I've been thinking, I guess I got to go to Europe to see a show. So they just started their tour, was last month, I think. And I got to see his side band, The Smile. I don't know if you heard of them or not, but they're pretty badass too. But it's still not Radiohead. But no,
Right
hopefully
on.
I'll get to
Yeah,
see them in the near future.
man, I only know like one song from Radiohead, Creep.
What, Creep? And you know what? It's crazy because that's my favorite band is Radiohead, right? But I hate Creep. I always hated Creep, even back then when they first came out. But man, they're a one hit wonder. You know, they aren't going nowhere. And I was always talking shit back in high school. And the second album comes out, and I was working in North Hollywood, and a server we had there, his name was Dano, real cool guy. He's like, "Hey man, do you like Radiohead?" And I made a face like, "Nah, man, I can't stand it." He's like, "What? You don't like Radiohead?" I said, "No, man, I don't like them." He goes, "Hey, I'm gonna make you a tape, a cassette tape." He says their second album. I said, "No, it's cool, man. You don't have to make the tapes." No, let me make you. Do you like some other? He was mentioning all these other bands I never heard of. He goes, "I'll make you a tape. I'll hook you up." I was like, "All right," you know. I kind of felt like I was being ungrateful, I guess. So he made me a cassette.
Yeah.
He goes, "But listen to it." I said, "Yeah, I'll listen to it," you know. So I'm home and it's my day off, and I'm like, you know what? Let me play this tape, you know. So I figured I was gonna hate it. I put the tape on the A side first, and it's Radiohead. It's the second album with the fake plastic trees. I think is one of the songs, and I loved it,
What did the
man. I
cover
was
look
like,
like?
man,
Was it the one
I
with the
think
little devil
it's
on it? Was it?
no, it's I think it's Tom York, but like a computer version, kind of like Max Headroom, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Max Headroom from the old commercials, Coca Cola or McDonald's or something?
Back schedule.
Yeah, he kind of
Back
looked like
schedule.
him. Maybe that was a cover. I don't remember. Let me see if I could look it up real quick. Let's see.
When I used to work at Stonewood Mall, when I got out of the
Uh-huh.
military, I was
What did you
uh
work
I was
in
working
there?
at warehouse music,
Sam
bro.
Goodies? They had a warehouse music
Warehouse
in there.
music.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
right
that one.
outside.
Okay.
So
All right.
if you were to come out from El Torito and you walk through that center fucking entrance, it was right
Yeah.
there. The warehouse music. It
Okay.
was
I
such a
don't
good
remember
time
that.
working there. It was so fun working there. But oh yeah, I remember seeing
So
that album. Never heard it
that was
though.
the second one. So that's warehouse
So
music. I don't remember that. Outside Stonewood Mall. Wow. So I
no
worked at
inside Stonewood
Acapulco.
Mall.
Oh, inside. I was at Acapulco. Remember that restaurant?
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Acapulco. I said El Torito, but I meant to say
Okay,
Acapulco.
okay,
Right
yeah. I
across.
used to work at Acapulco, so we were probably working there at the same time, not even knowing. So I was
Yeah, I was
18
there
years
early
old when I was
2000s.
there. Yeah, no, wait, in
Oh,
early
right on.
2000s. Yeah,
Because
I might have still been there. I don't know.
I either got there at the end. It had to be 2001. 2001 when I started working there.
Did they have a Sam Goodies in there?
They did.
Okay, so they had a
They
warehouse
did.
and a Sam Goodies.
The Sam Goody
Okay,
was actually inside the mall
yeah,
on one of those like little stores,
okay,
and Warehouse Music had the outside so you can walk into it without even having to go inside the mall. And now
see,
it's I think it's a Buffalo Wild Wings now.
shoot, I didn't even know it was still open. It's been so long since I've been out there. I don't. I try to look at it on Google Earth, and I try to see how it looks like the old McDonald's and all that, how they restored it. I was there for the
Yeah,
restoration, but now it's kind of looking old again because it's been a long time.
I think I saw somewhere that the fucking sign, the electrical sign outside was like cracking or something.
Mm.
Probably is.
And you know who
But
owns it,
like you
right?
said, it's been so long.
Yeah, Pep
Who
Boys
owns
bought it.
that particular one? Oh, no
Pep Boys
way.
bought. Yes, because they were gonna tear it down and build a whole brand new McDonald's, and Pep Boys, which was right next door to it,
Right next
they didn't
door,
want to
yeah.
mess. Yeah, they said, you know what, we'll buy it. So they bought that one, and they kept it, and they built a little museum next to it. So that's owned by Pep Boys, even though it has the McDonald's. It's a
Crazy.
franchise, but it's owned by Pep Boys, which is pretty cool. Which I like because they kept it original. Because the last three were pretty much all gone, and that's the one that still keeps the name, of the with the little Speedy on the logo.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
that they
yeah,
bought it. They didn't even know they had a museum
yeah.
there. I mean,
Yeah, I respect
I
that.
haven't been to that
That's
McDonald's
Pep
in
Boys owns
years.
it. Pep Boys is still
That's
open
crazy.
because they don't have Pep Boys out here.
Uh, I don't know. There used to be a Pep
Okay,
Boys forever on Atlantic in East LA. I think that one, oh, that one's still there or not? I know a lot of them shut down. I don't know which
oh
ones off
yeah,
the top of my
oh
head.
man, that
But
sucks.
do you remember in that same plaza, Middle Earth Records?
Which Middle Earth? Yes,
Middle
yeah,
Earth,
the old they had all the vinyls and everything, right? Yeah, is it still
all the
open?
vinyls, all the imports, all the bootlegs. Hell no, that shit got shut down years
Oh,
ago.
oh man, I thought it was still open.
Yeah,
I was like,
probably.
cool.
Uh, I wish, man, but that was the spot, man, because I would go in there and I'd buy fucking bootlegs. I'd buy
Yeah,
import
they
shit I've
had good
never
stuff. Yeah.
seen. Good
Hmm.
stuff, but they
I
would get
remember that
popped every
place.
now and then for selling fucking bootlegs
I
or recorded
okay.
shit. They would burn
Yeah. I
and
didn't
it,
know that. I didn't know
eh,
that was like against the law to do. So it's crazy. Yeah, no, I
well,
went
they
there
were
a few
selling a
times. I
lot
used
of
to like
burned
it.
ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
it was my favorite spot when I would come on leave. I
Hmm.
have money saved up and I'd go fucking spend like I have this one Black Sabbath bootleg. I bought it for
Nice.
$60 and it was like,
That's a steal, probably.
60 bucks and now you can
Vinyl,
just
right?
and then
Vinyl.
like years later, no, I just CD, burn CD like a dumbass,
Okay.
but it was like so
Yeah.
rare and I had money to spend. And
Uh,
back then I was a fanatic. So I was just buying whatever, how I was back
yeah.
then, man. Everything was new. You're treasure hunting, because there was no access to just having everything in your fucking palm.
Yeah.
So the good old days of looking for record stores, going through all that shit, finding shit that you've never seen or heard before, those are fun times. Going to
Yeah.
yard sales, fucking swap meets, whatever, just to look for
Hmm.
fucking albums. And then, well, now she can find everything, no problem,
Online, Spotify.
online. And if you want to buy collector stuff, it's eBay. I have this one Led Zeppelin bootleg that I got in Huntington Beach. There was a record store there too called, oh my God, what the hell was the name of it? I forget the name of it, but it was just in the same street that goes into I believe that's what it was. where it goes into Knott's Berry Farm or Medieval Times Harbor, maybe one of those streets. Oh, let
Okay,
me.
I know. I could picture the area, but I don't know the street. But yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah, I think,
Buena
and I
Park,
and I
right?
bought a bootleg there. Yeah, Buena Park, and I bought a bootleg Led Zeppelin for $10. And
Nice.
now on eBay, they're selling for over 100. I believe that was one of the very first bootlegs. Let me
I
pull
believe
out.
it. I
Hold on.
believe it.
Let me see. I can probably get to it really quick.
Nice.
Where is this shit? Well, actually, here, let me make it a little more interesting. I'll take you with me. So I was trying to organize some of my stuff here. Let me see. Can you see the records?
Yeah, I see them.
Still?
I see them on the crates. Yeah, the milk crates.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, a good
Let's see.
collection then.
Honey Dripper. Yeah, I got rid of a lot. Iron Butterfly, Jermaine Jackson, John Fogerty,
Nice.
John Paul. This was all Led Zeppelin
I
shit.
got some of that.
Kiss. Where's that bootleg at? No, this is. Where is he? Cheech and Chong.
And you got it for $10?
Yeah, that
Damn.
Zeppelin. I got it for $10,
Yeah, that's
and
a
it's
steal.
worth. Oh yeah. So Johnny, I got Johnny Chingas.
I'll give you 20 for it. Double your money.
Oh, here goes one. Here you go.
Oh,
See
JFK.
it?
I can't read the top, but I see JFK though.
Oh,
What does it say?
it's just so John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Inaugural address, January 20th, 1961.
Oh,
A
that's what that
memorial
is?
album.
That is
Yeah, highlights of
badass.
speeches made by our beloved president.
That's badass. He is beloved
And
too.
then, yeah, let's see. Yeah, crazy shit.
That's cool, dude. I have records,
Yeah.
but not as much as you. I probably have about, I don't know, 150, 160 records.
Oh, I got way less than that.
Oh,
This
what?
is
No. Well,
probably
then I probably have 100 there
yeah.
because your pile looks bigger than mine. I'm not counting my son's, but my son has a bunch of records too.
Oh, here we go. This is the one.
Dude, you and my son Logan will get along perfectly, bro. He's into all the old school rock
Nice.
and metal and all that. He loves
See,
Ranger. You heard of Ranger? A group called
I heard
Ranger,
of Night
heavy
Ranger.
metal. Night Ranger. There you go, Night Ranger. He's like big
Oh,
into
he
all
likes
that
it.
old. Yeah, he's into all that old school metal, bro.
That's
Yeah, he
cool.
loves all
I'm
that
not
stuff.
even into Night Ranger, but
Yeah, he
who is
is.
a Night Ranger? That's crazy. I know the name like
I
100%.
never
I
even
just
heard of them until he's over there buying vinyls. I'm like, the guy that was selling them was older than me. He's like, he looked at my son's like, you know about this? He's like, oh yeah, this is my favorite song. He's like, yeah, it's a great song. He goes, that's actually used
that's
to be my album,
crazy.
but I'm selling it. He's like, he looked at me. He's like, your son has good taste in music. I'm like, yeah, he's an old soul, so he loves all that harder metal sound. I'm learning
Yeah,
more because he got me more into like ACDC. Cause I was never into ACDC, but he's like, oh yeah, ACDC, and he's telling me about all these older bands. I'm like, all right, German bands too, and it's like, all right, cool. So it's kind of opened my eyes into other music that I wasn't into before. Because the only hard music I was into was Metallica. But he'll be like, oh yeah, he'll start telling you about this music, and it's like, shoot, man, he knows a lot. He knows a lot more than I do about music, and I thought I knew a lot. But comparable, he's probably closer to you when it comes to that genre, because I don't know that much like you do when it comes to that. I know Zeppelin,
and
but that's as hard as I know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Zeppelin's
And I don't
badass.
even know a whole lot either.
Yeah, no, my son knows a lot about it. Like I'll tell him, he's like, oh yeah, this guy's from so and so. He'll tell you like where they're from and where they were born. Like he does a lot of research in music, so he's He's pretty good with
I
that.
used to be like that. I used to be the same way, especially with like my favorite bands, like Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Zeppelin. Like I knew their life story and shit, and
Hmm.
because they're like super groups, right?
You made me
Like
like Black
AC/DC,
Sabbath
The Doors.
and Ozzy.
Oh yeah,
The only because of you, I remember you having the tattoos on your wrist, and I was like, man, this guy really likes that stuff. It was like little crosses, right? Like it looked like a little grave or
yeah,
something. Yeah,
yeah. I still have it here.
And
Fucking
yeah. And
actually, I got it.
and I remember, yeah, I remember that. So I was like, man, so it made me kind of like him more and freaking badass music, great music.
I got,
But I
I
never
got that in
bought their
Turkey.
stuff. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. But it
Yeah,
made me like when I started hearing like Iron Man and all these songs, I'm like, man, this is badass. It was hard. Like freaking the beats, everything was freaking hard. And I never just got into it. But when I started listening to it, it was like, dude, this is freaking hard ass music. Like it's badass. It's tough, you know? And I had a whole
it's
new
tough.
found respect for it. Yeah. Like it's like you
And
could hear that background. Go ahead.
what was crazy is that a lot of people that aren't into that music, like I can put it on, right? They'll say, "Hey, hey, put on something you listen to." I'm like, "You sure?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." So sometimes I'm like, I say, "Well, what's something that?" Well, obviously my favorite band, right? So what's cool about Black
Yeah.
Sabbath or Ozzy is that it's not too heavy. It's like heavy enough, but it's like it's it's groovy and it takes you on a trip. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I can
Yeah.
put that shit
Hmm.
on and like just recently we're out in Vegas, 4th of July weekend, and my cuñado told me the same thing. He's like, hey, put some there because all he does is the Spanish music and he'll listen to like freestyle and whatever. But for the most part, everybody's into, mostly Spanish music. So we're having a pool party or they're having a pool party where they're hanging out and I put on some Black Sabbath. I mean, we played like maybe 6 straight songs because and he never took it out because
Hmm.
I guess he was enjoying it too. It wasn't fucking
Yeah.
up the mood, and
Yeah.
it's feeling good. The music was just it was carrying on. It was like
Hmm.
yeah, it's good music.
Well, it's like that expression, good music is good music. And Black Sabbath for
It
sure, bro.
doesn't matter
So
what fucking genre, man. It's good
so
music is
after
good music.
Ozzy, did Ozzy Osbourne leave Black Sabbath or was he booted? I don't know that. And they had a new
Yeah, he
singer?
got booted.
Okay, he
Yeah,
got booted. All
so
right. See, I don't know that.
so they were so they were getting into like most bands, right? These guys start off making smoking a little bit of pot and just being bands and being all into the music, taking it seriously. Then famous success come,
Yeah.
and then you get all these fucking people pulling at you, wanting to party, and now you got all these drugs, right? So they were just living it up like rock stars, and the fucking record companies like, hey man, you guys got to start coming out with some music, and they're kind of like all fucked up, so their music is just changed, right? So it's their last two
Hmm.
albums to them were trash, but to the fans, we love them. They're just different, and so they're like, okay, well, we gotta make a change because none of us are doing pretty good. And the one that was probably the worst off to them, they said was Ozzy. And at the same time, the guitar player from Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi, which actually is his band, he started the band. I'm not saying it's his band, but he had,
Okay.
I guess, majority control, right, of the band.
Uh-huh.
And I guess he
Yeah.
had his eye on this other guy, Ronnie James Dio. I'm sure you heard of that guy. That guy is a little dude,
It sounds
killer
familiar,
fucking
but
voice.
but I don't know much. Okay.
And
All right.
I'll send you a song. One of the fucking best Black Sabbath with Dio songs that's really popular. Is oh my god, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Anyway, I'll send it to you. It'll come to my head. But so when they brought him on, they made some fucking great music too. It was just
Mm-hmm.
different.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on, wait a minute.
'Cause
Ozzy
on
got
Spotify,
fired,
I
and
was
then he
playing
came
Black
back.
Sabbath, but after Ozzy, and I was like, oh shoot, some of these songs were still good. Now, which surprised me because I didn't think it was gonna be at that level, but they were still pretty badass. I don't remember which songs they were, but I did like some of the Black Sabbath songs after Ozzy.
Yeah, there was a song called Heaven and Hell. So I made a mistake. So right after when they fired Ozzy, he came back, and then they ultimately ended up just parting ways. Uh, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because I forget, even though it's my favorite band, I haven't looked into the shit in so long. They came out with an album called Born Again,
Mhm.
and Born Again was with the singer for Deep Purple. Do you know the band Deep Purple? They're gonna sing Highway Star.
I've heard of
I
them.
like
Yeah.
it. I love it. I'm a
Yes.
highway
Yes. Yes. Yes.
star.
Yes. Yes. Uh
So
huh.
that same singer,
Yeah.
he took over for one album. It didn't work out, and then I think that's when Dio came, and then they cut like three albums. And one of the most popular songs with Dio is that song "Heaven and Hell." It goes on and
So,
on and on.
so
Heaven
Dio
and
is with Black
hell.
Sabbath connected.
Yeah, so
So I
Dio
remember
joined Black
Dio.
Sabbath.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. All
Yeah,
right.
Ron James Dio. Yep. So
So I remember my
he joined
uncles
Black
having
Sabbath.
Dio albums.
Yeah, it took me a while to get into the Dio stuff, like with Sabbath, because I was such a Ozzy fan. And I always
Yeah.
felt like it was two different bands. And even though I liked some of the Dio stuff, I never really got pulled into like I did with Ozzy, because I related more to Ozzy as a person, and
Yeah.
along with the music, it was just all me. And Dio, I don't think he really drank or any of that stuff, and it was more straight edge, but he was a fucking killer musician, like killer singer.
Kind of like
Um,
Rush.
mm, they're two different
Oh
styles,
no. Okay. All right.
but totally fucking rock royalty is Ronnie James Dio and his voice. But yeah, so that's another thing too. So learning about Ozzy and being a maniac and all that shit, and then me or growing up how I did, it was just like
Yeah.
it's just meant to be. So I
What was
I
the pull? What was the pull for you to get into Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath? Like, what brought you to them? Is it your pop's influence or what?
so this is a cool story. All right, so 1986. You know, my dad's only 17 years older than me,
Right.
so they would still take me to the theater, right? And I
Your
think
dad
we were
was
listening to
17 in
metal around that
86?
time.
Your dad
No,
was
he's 17
17
years
in
older than me.
86?
No,
Okay,
he
because I
was
was 10 years old in 86.
so when 78, he was 20, 25 in
All right.
86, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Wait, hold on.
You're still a young buck.
I was, I was 8 in 86.
All right.
So yeah, he was,
Okay.
so he was 25, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're at the Commerce Theater. We went to go watch this movie, Trick or Treat. And I don't know if you remember it, but it's about this fucking rock star who gets possessed, right? And all this shit happens. Well, Ozzy comes out. He does a cameo. He plays the priest. And during the scene where
Okay.
Ozzy comes out, like, mind you, I don't know who the fuck he is. Never heard of the guy. At least I know I'm only 8 years old. And when he
Yeah.
came out, a bunch of dudes just started going, Ozzy, Ozzy, yeah. So he must have gone there for him. And also Gene Simmons came out, right? So it was like a stoner movie or a metalhead movie. And that
Mhm.
just intrigued the fuck out of me. Like, who's this Ozzy guy, right? I remember hearing Ozzy,
Yeah.
yeah. Who's this Ozzy guy? And it always like was on the back of my mind, but I never like really told my dad, "Hey, Dad, I want to know about Ozzy or whatever." As far as I remember,
Yeah.
and then like a lot of the records that I have, those belong to him. Um, so like
Okay.
the Black Sabbath album that he didn't have any Ozzy records that I remember. The Black Sabbath album that he had a different singer. The very first one, Born Again. So when I heard that, I was like, "This is Sabbath? Doesn't I don't know? It doesn't sound like
Yeah.
what I remember." Uh,
Mm.
this because I think I might have heard Iron Man like later on or something, and I was trying to put two and two together. I didn't know the story of anything because this is before internet and whatever, and I'm still a young kid. I don't have anybody to talk to about music history and why
Yeah.
Ozzy's not with them or whatever. But when I was in high school, I was working at Downey Reynolds Music Center, Downey Reynolds, right there across the street from Country Butcher. They used to rent tables and chairs and canopies. Do you remember that place? It was on Alameda and
I
Paramount.
don't. I don't.
All right, so I started working there, and it's a bunch of tweakers and shit. Well, I wouldn't say a bunch of tweakers. There was a few tweakers. The owner did coke.
Yeah.
The owner did coke. He's an old Vietnam vet. The wife was kind of a racist old lady. There was the boss's sister worked there, and she was a tweaker. And her husband, DJ, he was cool as fuck. He reminds me
Yeah.
of Doc from fucking Back to the Future, right? That kind of character. Oh,
Okay.
Marty, right?
Yeah.
He's the one he was an old army vet too. He was fucking crazy. DJ. He's the guy that would give me beer. I'm 16 years old, 17 years old. We'd go on deliveries together. He goes, "Hey, you want a beer? Go ahead, pop that one open." All right. He's like, "Whatever you do, don't pick it up when we're going through intersections. As soon as we pass the intersection, go ahead and take a swing." And I was like, all right. So here I am, 16, 17, getting fucked up with his old man.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did dope, but I'm pretty sure he did because his wife did, right?
Yeah.
And
Most likely.
this,
She did.
I'll just get, yeah. So I'm kind of going off on different shit, but I gotta tell you about DJ.
Yeah.
This guy fucking crazy. He was the older white dude too, right? He was like he was already retired. He was just there just to fucking collect the check and just to get out of the house. He was like, "Marana, Marana, mecos en su cara." He would say shit like that, and he would tell jokes. He would say one time, he's like, one time I got pulled over by the cops, and the cops were like, "Excuse me, sir, have you been drinking?" He goes, "Oh, yes, I have." He goes, "Well, how much have you had to drink?" "I don't know. I don't drink to count. I drink to get fucked up." And this is back in the day, so they said, "Sure, just be careful. Just make it home safe or whatever." Right?
Yeah.
Was the story true? I don't know, but that's what he told me. Then there was this other guy, Dave. He was the nephew, so he was DJ's, and I forget the wife's name. DJ's wife, which is the sister of the owner. Anyway, Dave, he was a
Yeah.
fucking tweaker too. And Dave had a friend, Kenny, who to this day we still keep in contact. He always texts. He's a hardcore Christian. I love him to death. It's my brother. Kenny, and he's sober now. This guy was, when I met him, he was homeless, living in the riverbed, just tweaking and working there and eating out of the fucking the trash can, getting donuts, whatever. Eating, but heart of gold,
Yeah.
sweetheart. Well,
Was he older
these
guy or
guys
younger?
are, yeah, older for sure. Kenny's probably
Okay.
he's in his 60s, I think, for sure. He's in his 60s.
Damn.
So back
Mhm.
then, they were in their 30s, right? And I believe they're in their, hold on, I'm 47. So they're probably in their 30s. Yeah, so these guys are into rock and metal and drugs, right? And I think I had bought a I don't remember if I bought my first Black Sabbath album before or after I met Kenny, but my first ever Black Sabbath album with Ozzy was We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. And that album is the only album to this day where I put it on my CD player, I opened it up, and I was like, "Oh, this chick looks, there's a chick in it, looked kind of, she was in a coffin or something." And that's like the scariest CD I ever had, right? I'm like, "Wow, it looks fucking creepy."
Mm-hmm.
Put it on play. Every damn song from start to finish that album had me standing up and just like, "Fuck, this is badass." And
That album?
yes, that album,
Okay.
that album. And then, so I ended up finding out that Kenny was a big Black Sabbath fan. So he brought out the Paranoid album on tape. And then there were other songs that were not on that album because that album was more like a greatest hits. And these deeper
Okay.
cuts were fucking amazing. And from then on,
Nice.
it just got me to like, okay, so he was older. He
You were
schooled me
hooked.
on him. He introduced me to him. I was hooked. It just was made it a match made in heaven. And
Yeah.
and then also too, I remember I told you about the whole numerology shit with Ozzy, where
Yeah.
fucking
Mhm.
we're exactly 30 days and or 30 years, 6 months,
Yeah.
whatever, all that shit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so
He's the
trick
one
or
that
treat, man.
introduced
That's
you to
what
that
got me.
too?
Kenny? No, 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 nah. I found out about that just because of uh this was after I left Downey Reynolds because I was with Downey Reynolds when I was in high school. So then I took off to the Navy, then came back,
Mhm.
and I think I went back to Downey Reynolds temporarily. Um, but yeah. So when I got back from the Navy, I was already into fucking Black Sabbath even more at that time because I was working and fucking when you're in the military, you ain't got shit else to do but fucking buy music and go to the clubs. So
Yeah.
I was like always listening to my music with the Walkman and shit. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, man, it's just how I made my connection with Ozzy, and it stood with me forever. And I never thought I'd grow out of it. I mean, honestly, I grew out of
Yeah.
it, but times have changed, and I'm gonna start singing again. I gotta start practicing because my dad's
Now you sang.
retirement party.
I didn't know you sang. All right, I didn't know that
Yeah, you
about
know
you.
what? Yeah, man,
So it's all like Aussie songs.
this that generation, that era of when I had my little trials trying to form a band, uh,
Yeah.
jamming out with other dudes, trying to sing for another band, and then ended up just probably the one that stood the longest was the guys that I met through my sister who were I don't know if they were looking for a singer, but they were definitely jamming, and I started to sing with them. And I was not a singer. I just because of the madness, the craziness, the not giving a fuck that I got from my life and being Aussie, big Aussie fan, and I guess a wannabe Aussie, whatever you want to call it. It gave me the courage
Hmm.
to pursue to sing to try to be in a band. Because everybody
Yeah.
sings to the radio, right? And then you start saying, "Holy shit, I
Yeah.
sound okay. I can do that. I can sound like this person or that person." So I kind of just took that as another opportunity for me to be drunk and have a great time and sing my music and end up being with other musicians who were really good and
Yeah.
yeah. So we had a little band called Angels with Dirty Faces. We played at. Do you
Angels
remember the
with
Leap?
dirty faces. Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah. I guess from the old James
Ang-
Cagney movie. It was named after
I've never
that. The
heard of it.
drummer. So my mom, rest in peace. That was her favorite
Uh,
movie. My dad loved James Cagney,
okay.
and then my friend Chris, the drummer, he loved that movie and loved James Cagney too. So he decided he's like, hey, what if we do Angels with Dirty Faces? I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Like I'm down with
Nice.
whatever. You guys are the
Yeah.
musicians. Like I can go at
Yeah.
any time because I suck. This is your guys' band. In other words, even though we never looked at it that way. I was the weak link of the band,
Yeah.
so I just went with whatever. But in the
To
beginning,
yourself. That's what you thought to yourself. Yeah.
well, yeah, I'm pretty sure yeah, I'm pretty
Because the
sure.
singer's the front man. He's the point man.
Yeah, I had a lot
So
of
you gotta
times
give yourself some
have a
credit.
music stand, and that was okay. I had to like have a music
Mhm.
stand with a little sheet so I could peek because I would always forget the lyrics.
Yeah.
Um, but I had a lot of fun, and the guys enjoyed me. They enjoyed me because
Nice.
when it was time to sing to people, I interacted a lot. I talked a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I made it fun. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I get with my lady, and I forget why I kind of stopped singing. I think we all just kind of went our own ways somehow. They kept jamming, not me. So it's been, I don't know, man, like almost 15 years since I sang with a band. And for
Yeah.
my dad's 50th, we sang for him in the backyard with the party, and that was fucking fun. We did some
Nice.
Judas Priest, some Black Sabbath, Creedence Clearwater, a lot of different shit. And
That's sweet.
so so I was telling my dad, I was like, "Hey, Dad, since you're gonna be having a retirement uh and 65th birthday next year," I was like, because you're thinking about getting in a hall. I was like, "Hey, I could get my band back together, and we can, or I can get a live band there." He's like, "Oh yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
good." So I've been in contact with with my friend, the drummer. Recently,
Yeah.
everything's going good, but he has his own jam band. So I'm probably just gonna have them play, and I'm gonna sing a few songs. But I'm pretty
Nice.
excited, and I don't know, man. I might get back into it. And I just my voice has changed. Um,
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
You sound the same to me.
I don't know. Well, when he's singing is a lot different. You know what I mean? Like your
Yeah,
voice tightens
sure
up
it is.
a lot sooner
Yeah.
than it used to. You know what I mean? Like that's the hard part. I mean, shit. Some of the greatest voices of all
Yeah.
time, when they get older, their voices start to go away. And I'm not a professional, so
That's true.
I don't have powerful vocal cords. But I mean, whatever. It's gotta adjust. Gotta adjust. Where the hell did I put my non-alcoholic
I
beer
remember
at? Oh, the
I remember hearing a story of Be Real from Cypress Hill, how he took classes for singing classes with a opera type singer, and she
uh-huh.
trained him to rap pretty much from his stomach, and it rises up, and that's why he has that nasal sounding voice. So
Yeah.
that's not really his voice, because he would rap differently. But when he was able to rap in that different style and breathe in differently, it gave him that voice that we all know and love. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely you
maybe
gotta
that's what you
learn
need.
how to
You
sing.
need a voice coach. Yeah, you need a
Oh
voice
man,
coach, Frankie.
I I took singing in ELAC, and
All right.
that's what they were learning about singing from the diaphragm. But I only lasted
Yeah,
like 3 weeks, and I was like, I'm out of here.
yeah. That
But
sounds tough. It is tough. That's a workout.
yeah,
I did a little rapping when I was younger, but nothing big. And I was more influenced by my cousin. He was a pretty good rapper. You know, he never got anywhere. My Irish cousin Edgar. I'm sure I told you stories about him before. And
yeah, name sounds familiar.
yeah, and to me his style is like Chuck D from Public Enemy,
Oh, I
and
love
it's
Chuck
very
D,
good,
man.
dude.
Public Enemy,
Yes,
yeah,
he's like that style, that old school style like that. And
yeah,
I wish something had came out of it, but never did. But he was pretty badass for not being discovered or anything like that. When I would hear him, and that kind of influenced me to try when I was in the teenager, teenage years. And okay, David's giving me a text right now.
yeah.
Sorry, oh, he's going to sleep. But yeah, I don't think he does it anymore. I don't think he's into rapping anymore. He might still write lyrics, but I don't think nothing came of it. I got a story about him though. You want to hear it?
Sure.
He was in Pico Rivera, and there was he went to a party with about 4 or 5 of his friends, and there was like a rapping contest. So he jumped on stage after this other guy had rapped, but he didn't have a DJ. He wasn't ready for it, nothing like that. And so he asked the guy that DJ'd the previous rapper, said, "Hey, you mind putting a song for me, like the beat?" And he didn't want to do it, but he says, "Yeah, I'll do it." Kind of help him out. So he told him to put the beat, the lowrider beat that George Lopez had on his show back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And so, but he kept messing up the beat, and my cousin felt that it was intentional. But the chorus was puto, 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 chupame, and it was the word was pito, and it was catchy enough that the crowd started singing along to it, right? So since the guy was messing up, my cousin turned around and said, "You know what? I don't need you, man." So the crowd's doing the do 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 do, but with the words, right, with the bad words.
yeah.
So my cousin's rapping, and and he's having a great time. He's feeling it, and he's talking about talking smack about the guy that previously rapped against him. And he says, "Man, the crowd loved him." So about 2 hours pass, and he's heading back to his car with his friends. And this is the way he told me the story. I wasn't there, but he says that he heard a sound that he never heard in his life before. And he compares it to hearing crashing waves in the ocean. It was just loud, like, but it was 50, 60 guys running up on him, dude, surrounding him in a circle.
Oh, you told me the story.
Did I tell you the story? All right.
Yeah, that the dude was gonna fucking kill him. He was like some like main head or something, some gang.
Well, yeah, the
Right.
main head, he's like, hey, you disrespected our homeboy, and he's from so and so gang, whatever. My cousin's like, hey, that's cool, I get it, but we can't fight all you guys. There's too many of you. It's just 4 or 5 of us. He goes, so the guy said, all right. He pointed at a big guy, bigger than my cousin, because my cousin's a tall guy for a Hispanic guy. So he came at my cousin. My cousin took him down, and then the shot caller called another guy. The other guy ran up to my cousin, and my cousin took him down. He pointed at a third guy. Third guy ran up, and my cousin said he was about to take him down when the guy just said, F it. And then the whole crowd just moved in on them. So they were all separated because there was so many of them against 4 or 5 of my cousin's friends. So my cousin said he felt like Chavez because every punch he threw, he landed because there was so many people, he couldn't miss. Goes, man, everything I shot, I was landing. I was hitting everybody. So I felt pretty
Like
good,
a
he
movie.
says. Yeah. But as he's swinging away, for his life, another guy, he didn't even feel him, but he jumped on top of my cousin, and he had his arm around his neck. And I guess he had a knife. My cousin didn't know at the time. And every time he shanked my cousin, he pulled the knife down.
Oh yeah,
He,
yeah.
he punctured
Ribs.
both his lungs. And my cousin already had asthma to start with, so he was never good at, breathing. So after a few seconds, possibly, my cousin said he felt like a cold sweat, and he felt the guy behind him, but he didn't feel the pain because the adrenaline and fighting everybody. He didn't know he was being stabbed. He was stabbed 9 times, wasn't even feeling it. So my cousin pulled the guy from his back. He says he pulled him in front of him, and he was about to punch him when my cousin just collapsed. And he says that when he collapsed, his eyes were open. He was still seeing everything that's going on. And one of the other guys pulled out a gun and pointed it towards my cousin's face. And my cousin said he knew that if he would blink or move, this guy would shoot him. So he was acting like he was dead. So other guys started running when they saw my cousin collapse because they figured this guy's dead. They don't want to get caught up with that. So they started running. And they were pulling, say, he's dead already. He's dead already. Let's go. Let's go. And the guy was like, no. Like, he wanted to make sure that my cousin was dead. And they're pulling on this guy. Eventually, the guy kind of made a face like, like, all right, I'll go. He wanted to take out my cousin, but they convinced him that my cousin was dead, so he takes off. So my cousin's friends were all badly beaten too, but they weren't stabbed. They all got up to my cousin. They grabbed him and took him to the closest hospital. And my cousin had a 50-50 chance at that time. Luckily, he was able to survive. And he lost so much weight because he was in it for close to 2 weeks and punctured both lungs. So they had tubes going through his armpits. I didn't see him. I was in Mexico during this time, but the family was telling me what was going on. And
That's
luckily he was
crazy.
able to survive it. But yeah, that was his rapping career right there, So I don't know if he ever did it after that. I don't even know how he started talking about that. How did we get to that?
We were talking about singing, and then you went to Be Real
Oh yeah, there
because
you
of
go.
too
That's the
fast
joke
to
right there.
mention my cousin.
Well, brother, I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you go because it's already 2:19 over here in my area code, and
Oh shit.
yeah, we're 2 hours ahead of you guys. We've been on for some time, but it's good talking to your
All right.
brother, and we'll have to get
Likewise,
it
brother.
again. Take
For
care of yourself,
sure.
Frankie.
You too, brother. Good night,
Take
man.
care, bro. You too.
Talk to
Have
you
a good
later.
night. All right, brother.
You too.